Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're live. In this huge, monumental moment today. The Championship Player Final 2022-2023 is kicking off in just over half an hour's time. We've got half an hour to preview our thoughts of this season, live back on our favourite moment this season, and it's going to be a bit of a bittersweet one because this is really going to be not the end of Let's Selectors, but it's really going to be where I think it'd be most appropriate for me to start my break. Basically, to improve my mental health, to actually go out for a jog or go for a run and stuff like that, and to go through the rest of my scheduled exams this year. That's really the ambition that I've got from this year. But I've just done this long intro and I don't even know if anyone is here. Is it 4:45 and not half? Oh, is it not? Oh, my word. Okay, well, that's going to be a quick change. Thanks for pointing out, Blue Terrier. I thought I could just keep the score, but then no, I don't know why they decided to change it, but luckily for me, it is going to be a very quick fix. I did not even notice that. It was 4:30 last year, so that's why it's stayed 4:30 this time. Didn't even notice that. Thanks for pointing that out. 2 seconds later, that should all be fixed. There we go. Should say 4:45 now. Welcome to the stream, Vasmera, welcome. Thank you, Blue Tear, for the support. Wallace of Gorman fan said this before for live, but he thinks Luton will get promoted today. And I will allow you to get your predictions in the chat. In fact, we could do a poll, actually. Let's do a poll, because I think this will be a good way to start. I'm going to be your coverage for today for the Championship Player Final. There's not too many people streaming this game for what I saw on YouTube, probably because everyone's at the game. And, you know, if I had any decency to go out and enjoy the sun, I would be as well. But no, I've decided to shut myself away, not even went to Creamfields. I am just staying here in the shade because I've got an exam coming up just under 2 weeks' time. But yes, I am spending the revision time just basically making sure that I have a good send-off for what has been an incredible season this year. It really has been incredible. Blue Terrier is hoping Neil Warnock will stay for another year. He would be good for another year. I don't think long term it'd be great, but definitely just for stability purposes, he'd be great. Okay, so who will join the Premier League 2023-24 season? I mean, that is incredible for me to even think that far ahead. It's either Coventry, who in October were bottom of the league. They were having stadium issues the past 5 years or so, and now they could get into the Premier League. Or it could be Luton Town, where in 2015 they were in the National League, and now they're nearly going to the Premier League, 5 whole leagues above that. Incredible fairy tale story for both of these teams, really. You know, I think a lot of the teams and media like to focus on the rise of Luton, but honestly, incredible. Oh my gosh, is there a penalty to Cologne? Cologne have got a penalty, and they scored it! Oh my gosh, that is big for Bundesliga. I think GHGN have just said something about that. Oh my gosh. Cologne have equalised, and that is really going to throw the cat amongst the pigeons here in terms of the Bundesliga title. Oh my gosh. I don't know about the goal differences. There's also been a goal for Chelsea in the WSL, but we kind of know that they're already going to win. Right. Who's here? I've just done the poll. I think I've already said hello to Vosmera, GHGN. I've said hello as well. Welcome all of you to the stream. Vinny is saying 2-1 Coventry. Blue Terrier is saying that the owner's trying to get Neil Warnock to stay. I don't blame him. He's been a miracle worker since he's joined. We're on 6 likes, by the way. And fun fact for you, in my top 5 most viewed streams 2 of them are from the Championship playoff finals in the previous years. My most popular video and live ever is actually from the playoff final from last year. In case any of you guys were interested in the statistics side of it, that is definitely my most popular video. It might actually show you how well it did, because it was an incredible stream at the time, and I'm hoping for something a little bit similar with of success really about that. Can I filter by popularity? No. Okay, I am a bit thick here. I don't know how to do it. Got a good amount of you watching. How is everyone's thoughts within this game? How have you enjoyed this weekend? Are all of you doing things for half term as well? Let me know in the chat as well. There we go. So, just as a bit of a statistic, and I'm going to see if capture works. I've not actually checked capture, so I don't think capture's going to work. Yeah, it's not going to work. Okay, let's hope I can fix capture now. Oh, it's worked. It's worked. Look at this. Right, okay, fantastic. So, you see here, Huddersfield, Nottingham Forest last year is my most popular stream ever, with 7,500 views nearly. Incredible. Look at that. Over 5k more views than my second most popular one, which was Middlesbrough Sunderland this year, which I didn't remember it being a particularly good game, to be honest. So I was very surprised that one was the second best performing stream. But today we are focusing on Coventry and Luton Town. Now, I'm really annoyed of this. I'm going to see if I can sort this out a little bit. There we go. So, let's go through and preview the teams. Coventry, Luton Town, both underdog teams. Both would be benefiting amazingly with Premier League football. By the way, for the WSL, Chelsea have won the WSL again. So congratulations. That's one positive thing to be a Chelsea fan for this season. Here are the teams, and I might actually... Oh, no, I did not want that. I wanted to move my webcam, not the thingy. Let's move it here. So, Coventry, they've gone for Ben Wilson in goal. They've gone for a back three of Luke McNally, Cumber Fasting and Callum Doyle. Incredible seasons, especially from Doyle and McFasting there. McNally kind of been an underrated gem for that Coventry side. They've gone for a midfield 5. Bidwell and Norton Cuffey were very important in Luton, Coventry's style of play in their playoff semi-final against Middlesbrough, of course. Then that midfield 3, Gustavo Hamer, Ben Sheaf, who's been injured a lot of this season, but he is making an appearance here. Liam Kelly. Bayern Munich are back winning, by the way. It's now 2-1 Bayern Munich, with Joao Musiala getting an 89th minute winner by the looks of things. As it stands, Bayern Munich are still winning the Bundesliga title. It's more pressure on Dortmund to try and get 2 goals against Mainz. So, back to the starting lineup here. Jamie Allen playing a more advanced midfield role, and Victor Gyökeres up front with over 20 goals this season. But he's also got to go up against Colton Morris, who's got exactly 20 goals this season. His strike partnership is with Elijah Adebayo. No changes in that Coventry team. One change only in that Luton Town team. Horvath in goal with a back 3 of Amari Bell, Tom Lockyer and Gabriel Osho. For the midfield 5, you've got Doughty, Petty Rodigan Panzu, which is one of the very few players who's actually played with Luton Town when they were in the National League until this stage here. Marvellous Nakamba also playing with Clark, with Cody Drummond. Doughty and Drummond are going to have very crucial roles in this game. And I've already talked about the importance of the strike partnership between Carlton Morris and Elijah Adebayo. So those are your 2 teams. One of them will be a Premier League club next season, incredibly. 6 of you have voted in the poll so far. If you've not voted in the poll, do so, because you have a chance to share your opinion on this really big game regarding the Championship. One of these teams will be in the Championship next year. It's 4 consecutive titles, by the way, for Chelsea there. So well done to them. They've done very, very well to dominate that league. So yeah, one of Coventry and Luton will be a Premier League team. Coventry have not been in the Premier League in over 22 years. They were actually relegated just after I was born from the Premier League, but they were one of the founding members of the Premier League. Luton Town have never, ever been a Premier League team. So either way, we are going to see history being written. I already talked about the underdog story about both of these teams. I've done a football fairy tales video on Luton Town to talk about their incredible rise to this stage. Not being able to do one for Coventry. Honestly, I really wish I had the time to do so because their story is also just as fascinating and just as inspiring as Luton. So, going back to Bundesliga very, very quickly, Frankfurt have just scored to make it 2-1. And Leipzig have scored 4 to pass Schalke. Schalke will be getting relegated. And I think at the moment, if I'm right in saying it... Oh, who is it? Who is it? I can't remember who was going to fall into the relegation playoff place. Bochum are beaten by Leverkusen. What a big result that is for Bochum to beat by Leverkusen by 3-0. Xabi Alonso linked with the Spurs job at this moment of time, but I believe he turned it down. Usmera is very happy to see Hamer in the team. He has been a really big part of that Coventry side. I think we've got to be careful for not trying to single out Hamer or Gyökeres being the two to carry Coventry all the way. There's some really good players that do brilliant work that do get unnoticed, like Jake Bidwell, like Liam Kelly, and Ben Sheaf when he's playing. Brilliant what he does. Defensively, they've been good. Ben Wilson keeping loads of clean sheets this year. McFadden and Doyle having a really, really good partnership this year. So right now, I do think it's going to be a very interesting scenario for what we're going to get here. Was it Cologne that was going to fall into the relegation playoff? I've actually forgotten who was going to do it. Hope there's no controversy surrounding the final this year. Oh, there probably will be. There's always controversy in these big, high-intensity games, isn't there? I mean, I've got to be honest. If Huddersfield had gone up, Blue Terry, do you think you would have survived? That is a genuine question, because I still would have seen Forest more realistically surviving than Huddersfield, I've got to be brutally honest. It's very close, though. I mean, honestly, Huddersfield overtook Nottingham Forest in the table, right in the final game, if I remember right. So Schalke are indeed relegated because of them losing 4-2 to RB Leipzig. They're joining Hertha Berlin in the Segunda Division. No, I'm thinking of the Segunda Division in Spain. Bundesliga 2, they'll be getting relegated to right now. 7 votes in the poll. We'll keep the poll going for a tiny bit longer so you guys have a chance. Daniel, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. Who are your favourites for the game? My score prediction is 2-0 Luton Town. Interesting. What did I predict? I predicted 1-0 Luton, I think. I think it's going to be a lot quieter than what we think. You think you would have done much better than Leeds? Well, much better than Leeds doesn't mean that you're surviving, because Leeds are currently 19th place at the moment. You're saying you would have done better than Leicester, who currently in just above in their position there? I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to predict it, but even with that, we've seen how well Bournemouth have done, and very few people gave Bournemouth a chance. So it's very hard to say about the gap between the top two divisions as it stands, really. So yeah, it's a bit of a bittersweet game stream for me, because if you'd not seen me do my intro, this is kind of like my last stream for quite a while, because I think after today is when I want to try and have a bit of a break and just try and sort some things out in my life. My mental health for one thing, to actually get out and do some physical activity, because my health has really deteriorated the past 2 years or so. What else? I mean, I need to get through my exams as well that I've got scheduled to take place throughout this year. Right, Bayern Munich have won against Cologne. So right now, Bayern Munich are minutes away from becoming champions. I mean, from the skin of their teeth, to be honest. But it looks like, unless Dortmund could score a quick-fire double, Bayern Munich are going to retain the Bundesliga trophy. There is... Oh, well, the goal alert was the Bayern Munich goal. I already knew about the Bayern Munich goal. Why are they showing us only just now? It's taken them 5 minutes, Sky, to show us one single goal. Thank you to all of you turning up to the stream, by the way. Charlie, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Championship King is here. Oh, it's incredibly kind of you. Maybe the Championship King currently streaming, you know, because right now I don't know what Ben's doing. I think Ben Bloom and Matt SB are going to be at this game in Wembley. So right now I'm just taking the realms of doing Championship coverage in YouTube at least. And by the way, Constant, I see you popping into the stream as well. Thank you for the donation, by the way. I really, really do appreciate all the support that comes in this channel. It really, really does mean something. It means a lot, actually. Right, I'm going to give the poll a couple of minutes because I get frustrated with the poll because it covers up most of the chat and I want to talk to you guys without having to try and jump from one place to the next. Karen, welcome to the stream. You think Luton will win by 2-1. A lot of people predicting a Luton win, but the poll might not be showing that result at the moment. So with whoever you think is going to win, vote on the poll right now on who you think is going to be a Premier League team next year. Daniel said when he watched Coventry in the semi-final, second leg, you think they were poor. I think it's difficult to specify Coventry's performance there because you might argue that statistically they didn't create enough, and I definitely was a little bit disappointed with their first leg performance. But what they did is that even if they, you know, they kind of knew that they weren't going to be a highly possessive and passing team against Middlesbrough with their confidence at home. But what they managed to do is that they soaked up the pressure, took a big chance, and they actually defended for a clean sheet, and they got it. And they have been the only team that Middlesbrough failed to score at home since Michael Carrick has come in. Still remember about 100 turned up on the last playoff stream. We'll see what happens today. I was just saying that, Coniston, that actually my coverage in the playoff final last year is by far my most viewed live stream on my channel, getting 7,500 views. I mean, that is incredible. I mean, if I was going to try and be ambitious this year, I'll be trying to go for 10,000 views, but I don't really think that is going to be happening anytime soon. I think one of the Football Fairy Tales could eventually get it, but right now it's not being monetized, so I don't even know how it's doing at this moment of time. Oh, Blue Terrier. So if you think I'm streaming tomorrow, so I need to actually announce something about tomorrow. Right, Bayern Munich are champions, by the way. So Bayern Munich have retained the Bundesliga title. Dortmund had the chance to win, but ultimately they really let it slip within the final game. They lost to Mainz by 2-1. So, in terms of the poll, results are in. 61% have said Coventry will win this game, and 38% said Luton will be a Premier League team next year. But, I've got to be honest, I think it's going to be really, really close when we get to the this game in general. Jimmy's predicting 2-2. Who do you back to win on penalties if it does end 2-2? So yeah, I need to announce about tomorrow. So, unless you're in the Discord, you would only know that, unfortunately, I cannot stream tomorrow. I've actually already been booked to go to an event right when the Premier League is taking place. I'm really annoyed about it because it's very annoying timing and it's an event that's not really something that's significant to me, but it is significant to a specific person in my family, so I need to go to it. And we've got family coming round, so it's very likely it's not going to be a very quick event where I can just go to it and then go back home and stuff like that. It's going to be an event where it's going to take most of the day. So unfortunately, guys, I cannot stream the Premier League final day. So this will be my last stream. It will be my last stream. It's really put me in a bad mood, actually. But we are still going to be positive watching this game. We still have got those plans. And in fact, I might need to change to the channel showing off the game because I'm still on Sky News. I don't know why I'm still on it. because this is big. We've got under 15 minutes until this game will kick off, and it will be unbelievable to see one of those teams go into the Premier League. I'm going to be so pleased for all, for whichever fan base is really going to be enjoying this day. Personal life more important? Yeah, thank you. Am I going to show the game? I can't show it for copyright reasons. They'll take my channel down really if I did. The best I could offer is do the best that I can to talk through the game bit by bit. Wallace and Gromit fans said greatest team in Germany. They're probably a bit lucky to win the Bundesliga the way that they did, but ultimately they won enough and Dortmund didn't. So the points at the end of the season is what matters at the end of the day. What a sad day for Dortmund fans. Yeah, I mean, they had such optimism, didn't they? They had it really right in their hands. A home game at the end of the season. They couldn't hope for better. But I did see a tweet. It might have been Lizzie who actually tweeted this about Mainz, having terrible form, but picking up wins against both Bayern Munich and Leipzig. And I thought, ooh, could they do the Trinity and, get one over Dortmund? And that's exactly what they did. A bogey team for the elite. Oh my gosh, look at this. I'm so at awe with the colours, the contrast of the sky blue and the tangerine orange of Luton Town there. I'm really impressed actually with the turnout here as it stands. I've not seen the full stadium, but the stands I have seen, they've been really good. Let's see if we can spot Matt in the crowd. I can't see him here, but I'm guaranteeing you anyone with sharp eyes may be able to spot him. I hope we hear a classic Let's Alexis goal scream. Who knows? Who knows what you're going to get in these streams? If it's a quality goal, you're going to get it. Wallace and Gorman fan is just saying nah, just orange. I did say tangerine, didn't I? That might have gone under your skin. Sorry about that. Right, so we have got just over 10 minutes till kickoff. So let's actually cover the teams that will be taking each other on. I really did say tangerine orange there. Shouldn't have said that. Right, so let's cover it in full. One game, £170 million on the line for one of these teams, which would help both teams such a ton. I'm going to move my webcam here so you can see the teams. Coventry are unchanged from their last game against Middlesbrough. Ben Wilson, who's kept loads of clean sheets this year, in goal. Back three of Callum Doyle, Kyle McFadden and Luke McNally. Then a midfield five of Bidwell and Norton Covey being the wing backs. They were really, really good actually, and quite important in their role in Coventry's win. Gustavo Hamer, Ben Sheaf and Liam Kenny. I'm really pleased to see Ben Sheaf in the squad. He's been injured a lot this year, but he is making an appearance. Jamie Allen is playing as well in a more advanced role, and Victor Iocares managing to get the striker's role, which shouldn't come as a surprise. For Luton's team, they've made one change. Even Horvath still in goal. A back three of Amari Bell, Tom Lockyer and Gabriel Osho as the back three. The midfield five, you've got Doherty, Pelly, Ruddock, Impanzu, who is one of the players who has actually played with Luton in the conference all the way up to this stage here. Would he get Premier League minutes if Luton were to get promoted? Who knows? That would be an incredible story for him. Marvels and Kamba also playing in that midfield there. Jordan Clark's playing there. Cody Dramé is the other wing back with Doughty there. And the strike partnership of Elijah Adebayo and Carlton Morris, who has 20 goals this season. I'm still predicting 1-0 Luton as my score prediction. It's what I predicted a couple of days ago. If you remember, we predicted... I didn't predict the correct score, but the actual score that was ended last year was a 1-0 Nottingham Forest win. So I'm not expecting to see goals, but I'm really hoping for drama. I'm hoping for intensity. And either way, I'm so happy whichever one of these teams goes into the Premier League. I just hope for my sake, whichever team does not go up, does not suffer too much from it. You've seen good teams respond from this, like Brentford to lose in the Championship playoff final and then respond very, very well. But then you see the likes of Huddersfield, who have a humongous drop off from reaching the playoff final to finishing only 18th place 18th place in the table. So honestly, I just really, really hope that whichever team does not go through does not suffer too much in the Championship next year. But either way, I'm so happy that one of these teams is getting a big amount, 170 million, and honestly, both teams could really, benefit from this, really. Coventry, obviously having their ground issues in recent times, but they've managed to get a bit of stability with it now. Luton, in general, could really renovate their whole ground, their whole facilities with that amount there. Both of these teams are going to incredibly benefit from this. I'm just really, really intrigued to see which one it is going to be. I'm going to be VAR. Well, we'll see how reliable I'm going to be with seeing it. We only count the pound with Warnock in our season, says Blue Terrier. If only if the season just was down to the final 3 months or so. Unfortunately, it's not, and, I'm hoping for Huddersfield's sake they improve next year. Gatsby's the referee. He's outside right now. He's enjoying the sun with Gracie as well, who's my other cat who you've not met. They're both outside right now. I didn't predict because I have no idea. It's do I know if there's going to be VAR in this game? I think there is VAR. I think it was present in the Championship playoff final last year, Daniel, and I think it will be again this year. Gatsby will surely do better than Charlie. It's the one Championship match that involves the AR. That's absolutely right. And here we go. The teams are officially walking out. It's time to get these on. Although these headphones are really starting to get broken now. So I'm hoping it doesn't affect my viewing. But here we go. Look at that massive, massive trophy. I mean, imagine if that was the real trophy. Human-sized trophy. Both these teams are walking right past it. Luton walking to the left of it. Coventry walking to the right of it. Look at those beautiful sky blue and orange colours throughout the stadium. It looks absolutely sublime. Jack's here. He's saying, come on, Luton Town. Oh my God, Coniston, thank you so much. That is incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much. So yeah, in case you didn't know, this is going to be my last stream before my break. I can't stream tomorrow for the Premier League because I'm going to an event regarding my family. So this is really going to... I don't want to call it a finale because I definitely cannot step away fully. But I am going to be away for a long, long while just to sort my life out. I really hope that if I do come back, you'll almost see me as a new person in a way. There's been a lot of insecurities and just stuff that I need to get a hold of, really. So I need to get rid of all sorts of distractions that I do to try and shy away from it. And this is like one of the many things that I can do to potentially help with that. There's other things that I'm going to sacrifice as well. Not just this, by the way. Wow. Look at those teams lining up. Luton know that they could be a Premier League team for the very first time in their history if they pick up a win here. But both these teams in incredible form. Coventry and both Luton actually have not... they've only lost one game, I think, both of them, in their last 15. And combined, if you combine their forms, there's only been 2 defeats in 30 games between the two. They know how to stay consistent, and they have been 2 of the informed teams in the Championship at the end of this season. And ultimately, that positive momentum has carried them across to the playoff final. We are 5 minutes away, guys, from kickoff. This is going to be fun, says Charlie. Oh my gosh, we're going to have a big build up to the national anthem. I don't want to be performing the anthem. I'm not particularly impressed with the voice. Gatsby surely can't do worse than John Moss. You're never going to forgive John Moss, aren't you? Yeah, very shaky vocals, I can't lie. I sound very harsh, thinking that I could do better, but oh, imagine if it was God Save the Gatsby. That's already got a better ring to it, to be honest. Here's Mark Robbins looking up and just beaming with pride. I mean, both of these managers incredibly underrated, and I don't think any would have been backed as manager of the season right at the start of their seasons. With Coventry right at the bottom of the league in October, with Edwards getting sacked from Watford in that same amount of time. The way that both of them have turned their seasons and their teams around is incredible. I mean, Edwards even more impressively going to the rival team that has, that sacked him and actually getting them to what Watford would have been wanting is absolutely incredible. I mean, what an incredible moment it would be for Rob Edwards if he does get Luton Town promoted. Coniston is fuming. He can't see. Well, I'm going to do my best to try and make it easy for you to try and visualize it. So showing off the teams for the last time. I already repeated it. They're going for a 3-4-1-2. In fact, no, 3-4-2-1 formation. So that's different to what SofaScore had. So basically, what they've done is that Hamer's been a little bit more advanced with Jamie Allen. So they've got one less midfielder, and Hamer's a little bit more advanced with Jamie Allen, with Gyökeres still up front. For Luton, they've gone for a 3-5-2, which is what we did see in SofaScore in the end. So slight tweak in the formations for Coventry for what SofaScore has shown us. Basically, Hamer a little bit more advanced than SofaScore was showing. But exactly man for man in identical formation for Luton Town. Okay, we're 2 minutes away. Absolutely incredible that we're this close to the end of the season. Yeah, statistically, this stream is definitely not going to be beating my last one from last year. I mean, to be fair, my last couple of videos have kind of flopped quite recently. Maybe it's a sign that, I've squeezed enough out of my content and it's really gone to, like the Arsene Wenger effect. It's been successful for a good period of time, but right now we're trying to squeeze the last juices of goodness out, and it's just more of a chore to get the goodness and the same success. And now it just takes one moment just to step back, and that is exactly what I will be doing. I mean, that Premier League video, I'm not even going to talk about how much that one flopped. And to be fair, even if I did stream the Premier League final day, for final day Watchalong for the Premier League last year was actually one of my lowest performing streams. It's clear to you that my best performing streams are from the Championship, which is why I will be talking about it today. And I want to know who is going to join the Premier League 23-24 season. It's not, the lineup's not confirmed yet. We only know Southampton going down and Burnley and Sheffield United going up from the Championship. We're going to know all three teams from the Championship going up after today, but we have two other teams who will be going back down to the Championship, taking the places of Sheffield United and one of Luton and Coventry. Right, the players are lining up next to each other on the centre circle. So we're really right about to get underway. Luton are already there lining up together. Coventry a little bit more apart at this moment of time. And here come Luton Town. And it looks like it's going to be Luton who will be kicking off in this game. Let's try and get the timer ready. Watch me miss the timer. I'm going to miss the timer. Like in typical Let's fashion, I'm going to miss it. Here we go, live from Wembley. Daniel Mann, Andy Hinchcliffe, and Let's Alexis here will be commentating this game. I'm really excited. And there we go. It's kicked off. Luton have indeed kicked off straight to Horvath, and he's getting a goal kick. Here we go. The game is officially underway. And I can't get the timer to work for some strange reason. I will get it working at some point. Just give me a minute, quite literally. Luton on the ball at the moment, but not really doing a lot with it. Here's Amari Bell. And wow, what a run that is. But it's good defending and free kick awarded to Coventry. Charlie's supporting Luton. Jack's also supporting Luton. A lot of Luton supporters here. I mean, yeah, not specifically Luton for their club, but a lot of people preferring Luton to go up over Coventry. As I said, I really do not mind who goes up. Crunchy tackle already from Doherty. That's what I'm really hoping. I'm wanting a physical, competitive and feisty game. And right now, I think we're going to get it. Now, there has been one red card that was produced out of this game from Coventry in their home game. And actually, the last time they played against each other, Tom Lockyer scored within the first 30 seconds of this game. So Coventry have already done better than their last meeting against Luton and not conceding in the opening minute of the game. Now what they got to do is to see if they can cope with Luton's direct approach. Professor Yaffle has asked, who do I support? So I don't support a championship team. For my Premier League team, I support Chelsea, which is quite embarrassing for me to say this year. Excuse me. But I'm also a Essex lad as well. So I look at the Essex teams, Colchester, Chelmsford being my local team there. And also in terms of where I work, most of my week I work in Ipswich. So I also see how they perform as well. I mean, I'm working with people where most of them are Ipswich Town supporters. So can't really upset them, to be honest. There's all in all in with friendly banter. You know, there was the banter where every time I went to Portman Road, Ipswich just don't win. And in fact, I've been to 3 league games with Ipswich this year, and knowing how good they've been at home this year, they've only lost one home game. I went to see that game they lost against Lincoln, and then I saw them draw twice as well, where I think they only drew 6 home games all season. So I don't have a really good luck charm when it comes to watching Ipswich. So there's that kind of banter that I have with that. Nothing going on to this playoff final though. It's all very much down in the middle of the pitch at the moment. Luton looking like they're having a bit more of the ball at the moment. Tom Lockyer. There's Gabriel Osho. And it looks like that was Carlton Morris in an offside position. He's got to be very careful not to lose his head. You don't want to get a yellow card this early on in the game with only 3 minutes gone. We could have 120 minutes plus in this game. The 3rd minute is not the time you want to be getting a yellow card. Gyökeres conceding the foul, so free kick Luton Town. Thank you for 17 of you watching the stream. If you've not smashed the like button yet, please do so. It really helps. We actually made it to 10 likes. Thank you guys so much for the terrific support. I really do appreciate that. Let's... Okay, I'm going to actually unpin my message there since we already achieved that goal. Luton getting an advanced position, but it's well defended. All good interplay there. And it's a corner Luton. First set piece in the game goes to Luton Town. They've won a corner. It was Norton Cuffy that originally tried to stop the corner from going on, but it was good shielding. First corner in the game. Yeah. And they have Coventry started okay, but they've not... Neither them or Luton have really done anything at the moment, you know. And I think that's what you should really expect with it being a quiet game like this. Right. Clark with the corner. Oh, chance! Oh, it's in! That's got to be in! It is a goal, surely. Flag is up. Wait, hang on. So the referee's going like that. VAR could be talking here. Oh my gosh. It's either Coventry have got away with one or Luton have got an early goal. And that comes from the first corner of the game. This is what Coventry have got to stop doing. They cannot allow... I mean, let's look at this here. Oh... This is really, really interesting here. That is unbelievable. So it was an offside against Osho there. But that's incredible, basically. So he could have left it, Osho, and it would have still gone over the line. But it was basically him trying to shield his way off Norton Cuffy. Had he left that, it probably would have been an opening goal for Luton Town, and it would have been Lockyer who scored the goal. If you remember, Lockyer scored the opening goal for Luton last time against Coventry as well. Probably from a corner as well. I can't remember the exact goal, but it probably would have been a set piece. So from that first corner, Luton have already had a disallowed goal. So that just shows you the threat that Luton are with set pieces. And Coventry cannot allow to concede too many of those, because what we just saw there is exactly what Coventry want to prevent. He wouldn't be off if he did get rugby talent. That was the thing that I was a bit confused with, because I felt that Norton Cuffy was kind of manhandling Osho originally. So I thought, are they blowing for a penalty? Are they blowing for whatever? But it was actually an offside from Osho because he tries to run away from Norton Cuffy, which played himself offside. It's a tough one, that. But I think the best thing, what he could have done really, was Osho just to try and shield Norton Cuffy and just allow the ball to trickle in, because I think Lockyer had enough power for the ball to be forced over the line. Coventry giving the ball away a little bit, although it's a decent spell of play here. Allen, here's Gustavo Hamer, and he's won a free kick for Coventry. Think it was Nakamba with the foul there. I've not seen too many passes being performed successfully with Coventry so far, but this was their best spell, even though it lasted for about 5 seconds. They've now won a free kick in their half. I think it was Nakamba who conceded the foul, although Luton have got a player down that looks like Lockyer. I hope it's nothing serious. The worst thing that we could ask for is an injury, in a game like this as well. Knowing it's the last one of the season, you don't want to be injured, This is the one game you really don't want to be making any mistakes. Ooh, players surrounding around him. It's not looking great. Oh, they're getting a stretcher out. Oh, this is not good. I didn't see what happened. It's a Luton player that's gone down. It's Reece Burke who's been warming up right now. Looks like he'll be the substitute going on. It's got to be Lockyer then, because Reece Burke is a defender. Oh my word. Well, we're going to get some stoppage time, that's for certain. There's a lot of paramedics there. Well, that has gathered the opportunity for Rob Edwards to grab his squad back and to get some instructions in place. I think Robbins is doing the same as well. I didn't see what happened. I really hope he didn't collapse or anything like that. But whatever happened, the cameras were off. But there's a lot of paramedics on the pitch. And if it is a stretcher injury, he might have pulled something if he was doing the run or a sprint. But even if it was a hammy, I would have expected more movement than that, to be honest. Gotta be honest, there's not a lot of movement there. Rob Edwards is trying to usher his players away and allowing the paramedics to do his job. Oh my word. I want to know what happened, because I don't think the camera showed what happened. I mean, Robbins has gathered his team where, Edwards the same as well. I think both have just basically got to tell both these teams to play with a bit more intensity. Luton would be much more encouraged. They've had a goal disallowed, of course. Oh my word. I don't know. He might have collapsed, I wonder if he's collapsed. And that is really not good if he has. We're going to get a big stoppage time, guys. He's been down for about 5 minutes. And probably going to be even more than that at this moment of time, especially with very, very little movement there. I will be keeping an eye out for Matt to see if he's there, but my word, I mean, there's some things that are just more important in football, and honestly, the only thing we can hope for is the health of Tom Lockyer to be all right. Hoping he's okay here. But the cameras are definitely not showing what the paramedics are doing with Lockyer at the moment. But we're definitely going to get at least 7 minutes of stoppage time, I think. Robbins is definitely... I mean, Robbins at the moment definitely would want his team just to do a little bit more than this. Right, he's on the stretcher now, Lockyer. Very little movement still, and he is being carried off. Reece Burke, who's just getting changed, he will be going on the pitch. Oh my word. Okay, well there is movement because I've seen him move his arms around, but oh my word. I hope he's all right. That's all I can say. Yeah. Well, he's been down for 7 minutes at least. That is, incredible that he was down for this long. So yeah, Reece Burke is going on for Tom Lockyer. Oh, Crazy Pizza, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. I've just been fixated of what's been going on here. So yeah, Lockyer's gone off. Reece Burke has gone on. We've had stoppage for about 8 or so minutes. So we're definitely going to get a lot of stoppage time there. Jack is applauding his bravery going off. I mean, definitely the foul did not involve Tom Lockyer at all. But because, he collapsed, just a couple of yards after Hamer going down there. Adebayo concedes a corner there, which I don't know if his teammates particularly wanted. But now Coventry have won their first corner of the game. We have 29 viewers. Guys, welcome to the stream. If this is your first stream, say hello. It's, we're a very, very friendly community here. If you've not smashed the like button, please do so. It really, really does help the growth of this channel when you do so. Right. Bidwell taking the corner. Not the best one. It doesn't even beat the first man. Adebayo redeems himself somewhat, and he instead concedes a throw-in. 13 minutes gone, although in terms of how much playing time we've only had, 5 minutes? I might just quickly go on Twitter to see if anyone's been able to spot what happened with Lockyer. He must have collapsed or something. He either collapsed or just collided with someone and just didn't get back up. 13.5 minutes gone, still 0-0. We've had one shot on target, which resulted into a disallowed goal. So, disallowed goal went to Luton Town. Corner from Jordan Clark, and Tom Lockyer originally winning the header. And his header actually did go across. Oh, there's going to be a chance. A bit of a miscommunication at the back. Oh, it's closed by Carlton Morris. Coventry have got to wake up at the back here. Bit of miscommunication here and a lot of nerves for Coventry. Right. It was Drame with the long ball. And oh my word, what is that defending? It's very, very poor defending by McFadden there. His lack of aerial awareness is really, really damaging to that. Carlton Morris manages to take advantage of his hopeful header. He almost collides into Callum Doyle. And Morris does a little bit well to actually get the shot off, but it's just wide of the post. But Coventry really get away with one there. Dortmund had 6 big chances and missed them all. Well, that's the thing. If you miss your chances, you're not going to get anything out of it. And ultimately, that made Dortmund miss the title this year. Sad for probably a neutral fan, but obviously, you need to get it with, you need to get points on the board. And Dortmund have not picked up enough, sadly, for them. It's going to be Cody Drama taking the throw into Luton Town. Adebayo with the ball and goal kick. Oh, is it a corner? I thought it was a shot. Okay, so it's a corner to Luton Town. I don't even know who it deflected off, to be honest. Right. Another corner for Luton, and in fact there was a big cheer when the corner came round because they know how good they are with corners. So the last corner they took, it resulted in a disallowed goal. Coventry have got to really be prepared for it. Corners delivered. Ben Wilson catches. Good goalkeeping. And Coventry trying to lead the counter-attack, and a bit of interference there. Coventry wanted a yellow card for that. So, caught there, and yeah, I mean, they were not pleased with Adebayo's antics there. But Fasdeen with a long ball, trying to find Gyökeres, but he doesn't find him there. Bidwell trying to close the ball there, and a free kick is conceded by Hamer. Okay, a couple of breaks in play really, a lot of fouls going in at this moment of time. Still only the one big chance from the first corner for Luton Town, but that has pretty much been it at this moment of time. It's been a very quiet game as of now. But that's got to be predictable though. It's always going to be like that. I'm still hoping to see if I can spot Matt in the crowd. I think Benjamin Bloom's going to be there as well, to be honest. Crazy Peter also supporting Luton Town in this game today. What were people supporting Luton Town today? I mean, I can understand that. It'd be a brilliant story for Luton Town to get promoted, considering where they were in 2015. They were a National League footballer, and they really could be a Premier League team within 7 years. I mean, that's incredible. It's Michael Oliver who's refereeing the game, and yeah, it never feels the same when it's a Premier League refereeing these sorts of games. Right, Norton Cuffy does a good run there. Gyökeres, but it's tackled very well by Osho. Long direct ball, and Adebayo can't get the better McFadden there. And Wilson manages to win a goal kick. Thank you to the 27. Ooh, sorry, I was just reading something there. Yeah, so 27 of you here apparently. Thank you for the terrific support today. If you've not done so, please smash the like button. We're only on 17 likes at this moment of time. So if you've not hit the like button, it really helps the growth of this channel. In case any of you didn't know or have just joined, this will be my last stream for quite a while. I'm using this break from today onwards just to kind of prioritize improving my mental health, kind of improving my fitness as well, and to get through the rest of my exams that I've got scheduled this year. Paul, welcome to the streams, predicting 2-1 Luton. Hope I'm well. Thank you, Paul. I really appreciate that. Another viewer predicting a Luton win. Amari Bell. Here's Doughty against Norton Cuffy now. That's going to be a really big battle there. Doughty gets a successive cross, but no one's there to meet it. I think Drama did keep the ball in, but it's given away very, very cheaply there. A couple of fouls going in. Now Coventry have a small spell on the ball. Here's Kelly, and it's well tackled there and intercepted. Bidwell with the tackle. But Fasdeen against Adebayo causing a lot of problems, and Coventry not really helping themselves. Carlton Morris! Oh, just over the goal. I tell you what, Coventry have got to be very, very careful here. Coventry have been giving the ball away so many times in this opening. I mean, how can you be giving the ball away in your own penalty box? This is how Luton keep having these chances. Rob Edwards is living off this pressure right now. He's literally doing this to the crowd to say, keep going. This team is really shaking under the pressure and really crumbling under it at this moment of time. The only thing that Luton have not done right is put the ball in the back of the net and for it to be an allowed goal. Another corner comes in, headed away this time. Good defending by McFadden there. Coventry looks so weak defensively. They look weak going forward as well. They can't pass a ball. football. They can't pass a parcel. That's the analogy I wanted. So, I think it's a goal kick now for Coventry there. It may be a bit of an insult for me to compare them this way, but they are giving me Huddersfield Town vibes of when they were promoted. Not necessarily playing the best of football, but playing the effective football to win. 20... Ooh. We're still here waiting to hear more information about Tom Lockyer. Yeah, that's what I was listening for, Charlie. I mean, no... Oh, this could be a chance! And it's straight at Ben Wilson. Elijah... Penny Rodriguez-Pansu, sorry, with the chance here. He's conscious in the medical room. Well, it's good that he's conscious there, but we do not know yet the nature of the distress that happened. That was the exact quote there. So we're still waiting to hear more from this, but we now know that he's fine, which is really good news. Hamer. Here's Ben Sheaf, who's not really had a lot of the ball. Oh, that's a good ball, but it's well headed away. Norton Cuffy wins it back, and the ball's going to go out for a Luton Town throw-in. What a bad way to end your season, though. Just to collapse in that way. Charlie says if Luton lose, he'll be shocked. Based on this start, I do think Luton have been slightly better. I don't really think... well, in fact, no, I probably will say by far the better side because Coventry have not created anything at the moment. Gustavo Hamer, but he cannot get past Marvellous Nkamba. It's a long ball in, and it's going to be Adebayo against McFadden, and Adebayo does really well here. Square ball goes in. Chance. Clark, goal! Luton Town take the lead. Jordan Clark with the opening goal for Luton Town. Charlie was just saying that he shot that Luton weren't winning. They are winning now. That could be the very goal that takes them to a Premier League team. But you've got to give a huge shout out to Elijah Adebayo there. Brilliant one-on-one interplay between him and Carl McFadden. McFadden would not want to see this back. It is awful defending on his part, but brilliant... well, it's not even skill. So Hamer gives the ball away straight into Canberra, and it's just a long ball by Doughty. He finds Adebayo against McFadden. He does a little dink over him. He manages to outmuscle him. He does the square pass. Jordan Clark, no one closes him down. McNally can't get there quick enough to close the shot, and ultimately he just needs to strike it on target with power. Great composure. Wilson does get beaten at his near post. Maybe he could do better there. Maybe that's a bit harsh because it is at close range. But what a moment to be a Luton Town supporter. They are winning this game currently by 1-0. What play by Elijah Adebayo. Exactly. Great shout out for his part there. For Smells clearly not happy because he's a Coventry fan. Well, Luton did start better, and now they've definitely got their reward from it at this moment of time. Free kick awarded to Luton. It's really not been an ideal start for Coventry here. Not ideal whatsoever. Luton have definitely played better. They've now got their result. Well, they've got a good result for it now. Brilliant goal by Jack Clark. Probably poor goalkeeping, but especially poor defending from McFadden. But Elijah Adebayo deserves so much credit from that. To have that composure and skill to actually execute that is really good. You don't even see that sort of confidence and composure that often from your striker. So Adebayo deserves a lot of applause. I mean, the ball in itself from Doughty was great as well. But they've been doing that a lot of the time, Luton, getting the long ball. But McFadden or Doyle would actually be covering that position. This was one of the rare few times in his first half where Adebayo looked like that he was ahead of his defender. And he did outmuscle him there. And Coventry are just not stringing 5 passes together. They're really struggling at the moment. They're really struggling. I'm trying to see if I can find Matt in the crowd, but he won't be a happy man, especially with that defending from McFadden there. But he won't be pleased with his performance. Yeah, hold-up play for the goal. Yeah, I think that's the term that I was looking for. The hold-up play was brilliant. Just the improvisation to even create it was really, really good. We're 1 hour into the stream. Thank you guys for tuning in all this time. We've got a goal to talk about from Luton Town, who they did have a goal disallowed as well. Could have actually been more than just the 1 goal that they had. But it is only 1-0 to Luton Town. So it's not game over for Coventry yet. But based on what I've seen of this game so far, Luton have been the better side. Now, good stat there that was mentioned just now by the commentary team. The last time a team who has scored first and has lost a playoff final was 2010, when Blackpool overcame a comeback against Cardiff City. So Coventry will have to do something that no playoff final team has done in over 12 years. It will take a lot for Coventry for me to get back into this, and I think right now we've seen this Luton Town team so good defensively as well, and we've seen the effect that they've had with their set pieces and their direct style of football, and it's definitely given them a really good set of results at this moment of time. And I think Rob Edwards has really struck a really good balance there of holding the ball and going direct. He's really found a great balance. Here's Gustavo Hamer against 4 Luton players. Hamer trying to get across them, but it is good defending. Code Drame manages to clear it. But Coventry actually give their team a bit of a cheer, because suddenly we looked like that Coventry was actually advancing in a really good position there. But it can't be on individual brilliance. It has to be an identity, a style of play, and it has to be a team effort. It cannot be relied upon individuals. So, Callum Doyle, who gives the ball away again. Oh my word. So, Penny Rodigan Panzu gives it to Jordan Clark, who has scored the first goal. Or this could be a chance for Panzu. 2, maybe. Good defending. Shot. Oh! Nearly 2. Adebayo nearly scores. Right, so let's see this again. It's Jordan Clark this time with the long direct ball. It's not great defending by Callum Doyle. And just no one reacts to the header. You know, the defending I'm seeing from Coventry, they're only creating more problems than they need to. Oh my gosh, Adebayo only needed to hit the target there, and that would have been 2, and potentially would have been close to a game over already for Coventry. And Rob Edwards looks very frustrated with that shot going wide. That is so close indeed. "29 minutes gone. 1-0. We've got another injury to deal with. I think it may have been Doyle. I mean, look at that. Hamer giving the ball away and then Camber defending it. I mean, what an incredible ball that is, by the way, by Doughty. Incredible. Hold-up play. Brilliant. And just clever play from Adebayo to get the better of him. Clark runs in. Great desire to win it. And nothing wrong with it. Easy goal. Absolutely incredible. What a moment for this. I mean, these fan base must think that they're in a fever dream to think within 7 years they go from Conference League to Premier League football. It'll be up there. I never know. I think this trumps Bournemouth's rise, honestly. All they've got to do, Luton, now, is actually survive Premier League seasons, if they do get promoted, of course. Ooh, is this Callum Doyle going off the pitch? It won't be good news for Coventry if that is the case. mean, right now, Luton could have actually scored more than what they have done at this moment of time. 1-0 might not even flatter them, to be honest. Have I heard of human benchmark? I think it's going to be like a test sort of thing. I mean, right now, probably now would not be the best time for it. Luton wanted a penalty. Michael Oliver has waved away the decision. I didn't look at it like that. Charlie, I completely agree. It's really down to your approach in the division. And I do think this sort of way of playing... Ooh, okay. Quite clumsy defending by Norton Cuffy, to be quite honest. I mean, but to be fair, I think Morris does go down a bit too easily there. But it's again, Norton Cuffy getting the wrong side of the defender. That's twice he's done that now. Man for man, Coventry have not impressed me defensively. Gyökeres out. Sheaf is Kelly. We're finally getting a bit of possession for Coventry here. Right. Here's Doyle. And it's not even anything. It's a very wasteful ball there. Okay, so we're 32 minutes in. We're definitely going to get around 10, probably not 10, but maybe 8 minutes stoppage time following the break of play we had with Tom Lockyer. Bedfordshire versus West Midlands or Warwickshire. I would probably say if you're thinking of where Coventry would be based, it would be West Midlands, I would imagine. Luton, I would agree, definitely Bedfordshire. I know that for a fact. Luton's actually one of the closest championship teams around where I live, actually. Bedfordshire is not too far away from Essex. Not like as close as it would be going to London and stuff like that for the London teams, and obviously now with Ipswich this year to Suffolk, but Bedfordshire is not too far away either. Doughty. Here's Jordan Clark, who's done really well in this game. He's gone to some brilliant positions, and examples like that is really what really, excuse me, just some of these individual performances there. Oh, they win the ball back, Luton. Impanzo, Drame, Adebayo, header just high and wide of the goal. I tell you what, look at that. Again, Clark, then to Adebayo. Roderick Impanzo, who's had a great role in this game. Good cross by Drame, and it's not a strong enough header from Adebayo there. But at this moment of time, Luton forcing the chances. Coventry have not had a shot. Not even like a shot off target or a shot blocked. They've not had a shot full stop right now. So Coventry really need to try and do something different in this second half. This now actually might be a good time to go to SofaScore and see the stats. By the way, thank you to whoever subscribed to the channel, by the way. We're on 1,731 subs. I'm actually going to really adjust this because it's really annoying me with how much it's just in the way. So yeah, we're on 1,731. Thank you so much, as always, for the fantastic support. So as you see here, 1-0 Luton. Does the stats back up my points? They sure do. 8 shots to 0. 2 shots on target to 0. 3 shots on target to 0. And 3 blocked shots to 0. And this is not me like hating Coventry, but they've got to do more. They've got to do more in this game if they want a chance to be a Premier League team. Coventry surprisingly have more possession, which I actually wasn't too sure they were going to have, to be honest. I mean, they've got more of the ball, but have not really done it effectively, to be honest. Only 1 corner to the 3 there. 0 shots, like, as a whole. 1 save that Wilson has made as well. 116 passes to 95. So, yeah, it's a little bit closer with possession, actually. But if you look at that, 8 shots already for Luton Town. They really could have had more than what they've already had. Okay. Can this be a chance? No, it's good defending by Osho against Gyökeres there. Again, good defending. And this time it's Reece Burke, who originally wasn't starting in this game, taking the place of Tom Lockyer, but he's stepped up really, really well. And it's telling you here about they all know how to play their football, Luton, right now. Robin's looking very angry right now, and I don't blame him. It's been a very poor first half than what I've seen with Coventry, and I don't even think they could blame it with them not playing well. I guess they could kind of blame it on them not playing well, but Luton have smashed it so far. They've done everything right, apart from potentially scoring more goals. That's the only thing that I felt they could do a bit better with. If Leeds go down, it'll be 6 teams in the Championship. Yeah, that'd be absolute carnage. Yorkshire supremacy within the Championship there. Luton dominating, they are really. They're just winning all their individual battles, and every time Coventry go forward, it's just sniffed out. It could be a Jordan Clark, whose work rate has been absolutely outstanding. That whole back three for Luton have been absolutely terrific as well. Even with a change as well, they've done absolutely brilliantly. Now, honestly, I've still not heard a lot from Tom Lockyer at the moment. I hope he's fine. They might cover what's happened with him at half time. Luton are just toying with them. Oh, that's a good flick there, and it's defended. I'm telling you, Luton really have got themselves into some brilliant positions and really could have scored more there. I'm sad I wasn't really able to watch Luton Sunderland properly. I was busy doing other things with work. But they looked really impressive in their second leg game. Radek Mpanzu. Oh, what a brilliant ball. But Carlton Morris again. Right place, right time. But just lacking that composure to poke the ball through to the net. And it's an easy catch by Wilson. My word. I mean, even Horvath in goal, which Ben called out saying that there's a mistake in him, he's had nothing to do. You know, yes, he may be prone to a mistake here and there. But you've got to consider with your opposition, if they're not going to create anything, then nothing will happen. Oh, Mpanzu, good block. Brilliant block by Bidwell there. A lot of B's there. Cody Drummond against Bidwell there. Matsby's going to be frustrated. Yes, he will be, and the whole clan will be there, I would imagine. It's a big occasion to get into a playoff final, and Coventry's playoff record is really, really good. You know, when I predicted Luton to win, I'm going against all the stats, but I'm really basing my prediction just based off the quality of football I've seen from both teams this season and what players they've got to offer. And I just know about the style that they play, the organisation that Edwards has given to this Luton team. If they execute it perfectly, then they will win that game. And as of now, 39 minutes in, they have nailed their approach to this game. What will be interesting is to see if Coventry improves second half. Because I think in both times I've seen Coventry play in the playoffs, both times I've seen Coventry play quite poorly first half, but really improve second half. So I'm wondering if we're going to see something similar like that with Coventry in this final. Right, nearly at the 40th minute. Just to remind you, we will get a lot of added time here following the collapse of Tom Lockyer, which I'm hoping we'll hear a little bit more about in half time. Here's Callum Doyle with a wicked delivery. All Nordicuffy lurking there. Good defending by Mari Bell. Right, here's Jordan Clark driving things in the midfield here. Now Radek Mpanzu. It's going to go to Cody Drummond. Luton kind of slowing their play down a little bit. Definitely wanting to make sure it stays 1-0 going into half time at the moment. Long direct ball there, well cleared by Doyle. Headed away. Clark gives it a line, keeps it alive. Oliver gets out the way in the end. Here's Nakamba. This could be a chance. Downty. Good block. Oh, it's going in. It's in. Or is it offside? Handball. Oh my word. It could have been 2. Oh, so it's back to 1-0. Let's see this again. Oh, that is so harsh. I'm sorry. So Doyle does really well to get an acrobatic clearance, but the clearance deflects off the arm of Adebayo. It's harsh, but it is the correct decision in the end. That is the second goal that's been disallowed for Luton. As I'm saying, it really could have been more than the 1 goal they've scored. I thought it would be 1-0 because it was going to be very cagey, but I've got to say, Luton going forward have looked really good. And once again, Coventry defensively just looking really open, just not looking like they know what to do here. Doherty this time getting into the space, and he was the one that ultimately created this moment there, and Nakamba doing well as well in that build-up. Drummond with the ball. Norton Cuffy defends it. But look at... it was unlucky for Jordan Clark to miss it. Right, here we go. Counter-attack for Coventry here. Hamer. Oh, can Georges get there? No, it's brilliant defending by Reece Burke. Really good defending by Reece Burke to put Georges off enough to stop him getting a potential goal. Jack really does not want Coventry to win this one. I mean, it might be a Midlands rivalry thing with that. Coventry having their best spell here. This was definitely the one time where Coventry actually looked quite dangerous. Through ball. Bidwell getting the cross. Oh, he's missed it. Horvath. Oh, the first shot in the game to Coventry. And how close is that? There you go. The very first opportunity in this game for Coventry. And it's nearly one that Horvath has really done a clanger here. So, brilliant through ball. Bidwell with the cross. And Horvath gets nowhere near it. He tries to flap at the ball and doesn't get anywhere near it. And then, oh my word, Amari Bell does not actually get ahead of Gustavo Hamer. He slides in Hamer and he slices his shot high and wide of the goal. It's only taken 42 minutes, but Coventry have now suddenly gone really close. I'm now getting a sense of nerves with Luton now. But that is legit the first shot that Coventry have had in this whole game. Here they go again, Coventry. Here's Gyökeres against Nakamba. Always could be a chance. Hamer with a bit of space. He doesn't take the shot. Gyökeres, he's not going to take the shot either. Luton have kind of retreated back to their defence now. Oh, Coventry did have an opening, but I think they've taken too long. Great defending again by Doughty. He's had a terrific game so far. And now counter-attack to Luton. Morris, good defending by McNally, and he's won. Well, it's a corner to Luton Town. All of a sudden, we're now getting back end-to-end football here. This is what I was wanting at the start of the game, but this is what I wanted to see from these two teams, which I know both are really capable of it. Oh, it's a goal kick. Wait, it's a goal kick? Okay. Looked like a corner to me, to be honest. That was one of the very few moments where it looked like Gyökeres and Hamer, actually, to be fair as well, had space, but they were too indecisive with it. And ultimately, that hesitation meant that Luton were able to go back and to make things more difficult for Coventry, where they really didn't need to be. If one of Gyökeres and Hamer and Allen in that position were more decisive there, then that could have been a really good chance for them. Coventry have won a throw-in. 20 seconds until we reach the 45th minute. We'll get around 8 minutes of added time, I think. Maybe even more. Don't know why they're taking this time. I think Coventry really should be just trying to keep going before half time, because right now they're in the ascendancy now for the very first time in this game. It's 8 minutes, so my estimation was correct. It is 8 minutes of added time. So, Luton, playing out from the back of Murray Bell to Gabriel Osho. Oh, that's a long direct ball there. Once again, defending not very well by Doyle this time. right now, every time a long ball seems to go in, they feel like the best way to do it is to head it. I would just completely just try and lump the ball forward with my feet rather than trying to head it away. Their headers are clearly not good enough. Hamer had a bit of an opening, good defending by Drame, and he wins a throw-in for Coventry. In fact, Oliver pulled back for a free kick here. What's he pulling back from? So they're going back for the free kick conceded by Gabriel Osho on Norton Cuffy there. So Oliver's given Coventry a free kick in their own half. It's not really going to be anything until they finally find an opening, which is well defended by Burke. Again, he's been really good, Burke, actually, since he's come on. Great option. Here's Hamer. Given away by Jamie Allen. Oh, good. I can see a sense of improvement coming in from Coventry. Oliver telling everyone to play on, but right now we are seeing quite a few meaty challenges. I think we are going to start seeing some cards flying in, especially in the second half. I think Oliver's going to start losing his patience with these challenges very soon. Free kick. Free kick Coventry. Osho's really not pleased with that. He has, yeah. It's grabbing the shirt, Osho. So, I mean, whilst it probably doesn't look like a lot, if you grab a shirt in general, you are going to be conceding a free kick. Referees just find that as a way to give a free kick away. Hamer with the free kick. Headed away, but not quite out of the box yet. Mafasdine. Doyle. Morden Cuffy again. Got to do more there. Hamer. Morden Cuffy again. Hamer. Another direct ball. And Horvath with a bit of a collision with his own player. He does catch it, but that might be another player down for Luton. That's what Coventry got to do. They've got to almost do exactly what Luton are doing to them. You know, the style of play, whilst you could be good at it, if the opposition does it to you, then it's a different ball game, no pun intended. It really is. I think it was Burke that got collided by Horvath. Horvath's down a little bit longer than Reece Burke there. Oh, yeah, definitely collision between the two. He does get the ball to Ivan, claims it right. He's just a little bit calamitous in the way that he did it there. So we've got 3 minutes out of the 8 being played. We could even get more. Are we? No stretcher. They were already ready for another stretcher, to be honest. The paramedic team probably thought they were going to get another stretcher, but no stretcher needed this time. So yeah, tomorrow is going to be the League 2 playoff final, Carlisle and Stockport, and then the day after that is going to be Barnsley, Sheffield, Wednesday. So, we've only got 4 minutes in this half before half time. Thank you to 20 of you watching this. They're probably all watching it with me here and just probably wanting something to happen. Long goal kick there. Header. And yep, it's given away. It's given away again by Coventry there in a crucial area in Panzu. Cody Drame. Throw in Coventry. If Coventry get to half-time only 1-0 down, I think Robbins will be grateful, to be honest. Luton have definitely had big chances to make it more than 1-0. 2 disallowed goals for Luton as well. Long direct ball going in, and it's good defending by Reece Burke. Reece Burke has done such a terrific job of keeping the Yorkers quiet. He's probably doing the job that Tom Lockyer was designed to do, and right now he's been doing a brilliant job with it. A fantastic job, I'd say, even. So, 5 minutes of the 8 being played. Thank you to whoever's just subscribed. We're 1,732 subscribers now, so thank you guys so much for your terrific support. As it stands, Luton Town are just over 45 minutes away from a Premier League club. Long direct ball for Coventry. Osho defends it and gets it away from Gyökeres. Gyökeres has definitely been making some really good runs, but definitely very frustrated with how tricky it's been to get past this Luton back line. Norton Cuffy now with the ball, and he's won a throw-in for Coventry. This could be one of the last couple of chances Coventry could have before half-time. If they get a goal now, Coventry, before half-time, that will be a very crucial time to score it. Because Coventry have definitely grown into this game now in the past 10 minutes or so. Doyle, good defending again by McFaz. Marvellous Nakamba. Throwing to Coventry. I've got to say, Mark Robbins' team will be quite disappointed with the way that Luton have really been out muscling this Coventry side. Only in the past 10 minutes, Coventry have had a tiny bit more freedom playing the way that they've been playing. But in terms of working off the ball, Luton have done a much better job there. It's been nearly the perfect performance for Luton for me. Oh, no, it's not going to be a mistake. Long ball going in. Not the best of headers again by Coventry. Right, this could be a good opportunity there. Good through ball, but no, Amari Bell manages to sniff out the danger. He now does a long ball. Is it Adebayo onside? Yeah, Adebayo's kind of on his own here. He's not got a lot of help. He wants a penalty. Not given. And he continues play. So it wasn't offside. That surprises me that Adebayo had that much freedom, but he was onside. If we had more Luton players in that back line, or to that penalty box, then it probably could have been 2 before half time. Doughty against Hamer. Interesting battle this. Doughty does very well to charge the attack here. Morris loses out to Kelly. Long ball. Gyökeres against Rees-Burke, and Rees-Burke again has done fantastically well. Passes it straight back to Horvath. 8 minutes have been played, but the whistle's not gone yet. Obviously, Horvath went down for a tiny bit, so maybe that's what Mike Oliver's playing more time for. Oh, this is going to be a rather late stream, to be honest. Long ball, finding Hamer. Can he keep the ball in? He does. He's against Amari Bell. Ball goes in. Oh, not the best of touches there. And it's given away. Coventry have just not had that quality they needed in the final third. And half-time's called. That is half-time. Luton are halfway there. They are 45 minutes, Luton Town, from Premier League football. Coventry have slightly improved in the final 10 minutes or so. But Coventry need to do more than this to give themselves a chance, because Luton could have been 3-0 up had they not had their 2 disallowed goals, and also some really bad misses from Carlton Morris too. Coventry had one big chance with Gustavo Hamer. It was finally a good bit of counter-attacking football from Coventry there, which I did say they would do in their preview. I thought that Luton may have slightly more of the ball. I got that a bit wrong, but I knew Luton would be direct and Coventry would play out on the counter-attack. And what has happened? Has exactly happened. And right now, Luton have benefited a lot more from what Coventry had with that sort of game style. So the goal that has taken Luton Town ahead in this game is from Jordan Clark. It was a brilliant ball by Doughty, who has been one of the players of the match. Him and Rees-Burke, for me, have been the 2 standout players. And Adebayo too, brilliant hold-up play to get ahead of McFadden there. Then he passes it back to Jordan Clark, running ahead against his man. good space, and he scores to make it 1-0. And we might have a guest. Ladies and gentlemen, we might have a guest. Be our guest. I've just got to sort something out. But let's give him the coronation he deserves. King Gatsby is here. Let's welcome him in. Hello. You may come in, good sir. Say hello to everyone. Are you going to say hello? Come on then. Come on. I'm here. What are you doing? Alright, you're being a bit stupid here. Come on. There you go. Right. Are you going to say hello? Are you going to ignore me then? No? Come on. I'm here. Come on. It's frustrating. He doesn't want to see. Hello. Right, come on. I'm here. Come on. Be a good boy. No? Okay, is that where you want to be? You've got space. Look at the amount of space you've got. Use it. Come on. I'm literally just trying to lure him closer. Come on. No, okay, that's where you're going to settle. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Well, you will see him anyway. In fact, I'll show him now since it's half time. Oh, camera, please don't fall. It's been shaking throughout, which I've not liked, but there he is. The man himself. He is here. And he has said hello to all of us. He did make a noise coming in. Why is this camera really precarious right now? That's a bit better. This camera's been precarious throughout the whole game. It wouldn't stop shaking. What do you think of Union Berlin's competing in the Champions League next season? Have they really secured Champions League football? It's top 3 in Germany, is it not? Or is it top 4? I knew they were 4th going into the final day. Did their result today really secure them Champions League football? Oh, so on 62 points, so they're 4th. If it is Champions League football, then I'm so impressed with Union Berlin. What an incredible season they've had. Yes, I guess, Bayer Leverkusen have missed out, haven't they? Frankfurt have missed out. Mönchengladbach are not the same team as they were. Fair play to Union Berlin. They've smashed it this season. The man of the channel indeed. Absolutely. Right. So it is half time. Any questions you would like to ask me, please do so. Especially as this is going to be one of the last times you see me for quite a while. It feels quite sad for me having to say it like that. And honestly, it's a real butterflies in my tummy moment saying that. But I'm really hoping that this is going to give me no excuse just to kind of sort my life out, to be honest. Daniel's saying Luton should be 2-0 up. Pluto is saying Luton should be 3-0 up. Yeah, they really should have with the chances they were having, and of course having disallowed goals. You know, they definitely could have done more with that. Top 4 this season already qualified. Wow, fair play to Union Berlin. Fair play to them. Commentary team are talking about it at the moment with the first half. I've already shown off the stats, but let's actually go back to catcher because the stats would have changed ever so slightly in that last 10 or so minutes. There we go. There's that fixed. Because we were showing 8 shots to Luton and none to Coventry. Since then, we had 2 more from Luton and Coventry having that 1 shot from Hamer. 3 shots on target to 0 there, so still no shots on target for Coventry. That's the poorest thing I've seen from that. So they've counted that Hamer shot as a big chance miss. You're telling me that none of the offside goals counts as chances missed, or any of Colton Morris's chances were counted as chances missed? That mistake at the back with that Morris shot did not count as a big chance either. I mean, I don't get how they quantify big chances, but that was a big chance. I will agree with that for Coventry, but I think Luton have had even more, to be honest. I mean, what a ball that is by Doughty for a start, and then the run there from Clark. I mean, who's tracking him? No one is tracking Clark. He literally outrun that whole team with no one marking him. And it was so easy for him to get the momentum, get the composure. McNally didn't close him down quick enough, and that goal could take Luton Town to the Premier League. Luton could be a solid Premier League team, says Constant. I think the fundamentals are there. I think a lot of people will be predicting Luton to finish 20th. I don't think I will be that guy to do that. But I don't know. It depends what sort of business they do, to be honest. Hope Lockyer is okay. My thoughts are yeah, no, same. I'm still waiting for an update on what happened with Lockyer there. I don't know if he collapsed. I don't know if there was a collision involved. But yeah, I almost feel like that he collapsed and fainted. Yeah, so I've not heard anything else about Lockyer yet. Is he in a hospital? I don't think he's in a hospital yet, but I need to know more about what's happened there. All we know is that he's all right, he's conscious, and he's responding, which is good. We just don't know the nature of it. I won't lie, I've got like a really bad headache as well, to be honest. I don't know why I've got a headache at the moment, so that's just is not helping me in many ways, but I've got to do some revision as well for my exam in under 2 weeks as well. Right, we've got probably 10 minutes before the second half's going to start. What are your predictions going into the second half? Now, I think I made a bit of a blunder with my headset. If I wear them and speak, yeah, I've done speak to chat. So I don't know how to turn them off. So I don't think I can actually use my headphones now, which is very typical of me, not being able to use it. I didn't want them anyway. Can't remember what you're predicting. Oh, that's alright. If you want to predict a new thing now, that's absolutely fine. This doesn't count towards prediction leagues and stuff like that. Oh, excuse me. To be honest, I mean, even if I do step back from YouTube for quite a bit, I've got a lot to try and sort out. I mean, for a start, I never feel well anymore. I never have had the energy that I used to have as well. So there's a whole matter of things. Oh my word, look at my hair there. There's a whole matter of things that I've got to try and gain control back. August will soon be here. Yeah, I know. Blink and you'll miss it. August will be right on our doorsteps, and we'll be looking at Plymouth, Ipswich, one of Barnsley and Sheffield Wednesday in the Championship. We'd also be seeing maybe Luton being a Premier League team, which will be amazing. Is Gatsby a Luton fan? Maybe that's why they're doing well. Your orange coat is giving Luton good fortune. And Charlie, I don't know if you saw it, but Gatsby is here. Gatsby is here. He just entered the stream. He's currently asleep at the moment, and he was outside when I started the stream, but clearly he did not like that I was away from him for so long. Clive, I think with those reports on Kenilworth Road, I don't think it's going to threaten them going into the Premier League. It just means that they've got to just basically sort some things out, basically. Blue Terrier wants to see Gatsby. You can. He's currently asleep, but let's see if I can... There you go, and the microphone's turned on. It did disconnect, but it's back on. Can you see him? You can just about see him. I'm going to say hello. See how he responds. Hello. That's claw. That's a lot of claw for you. You've clearly been chasing something then. You're still purring though, so you're clearly happy about something. Yeah, you're happy. Oh, okay, I found an itchy bit there. Ow, don't scratch my arm. You're a good boy. There you go, there's your cameo. There's the man of the... Thank you guys, it did disconnect very, very briefly there. Thank you, I did know that now. There we go. It sometimes does that. I really, really need to try... Well, this mic was really brand new, and then all of a sudden now it's got a dodgy cable. So, can't even make any movements without it disconnecting. No, Blue Terror, I wish it was. Said he's selling in £1 and gives you it. No, Jack. That is baloney. That's not true. Yeah, maybe you do need a cat, Charlie. If I donate the money, can I have him? No, he's not for sale. Not for sale. Plus, I don't know how many years you're going to get of him, to be honest. It's not nice for me to say, but he's not the youngest of cats anymore, which makes me sad to say. He was born in 2014, so he's 8 years old. He's not a young one anymore. He's definitely not a kitten. In my eyes, I still look at him as a kitten, but he's definitely not. Yeah, so he's 8. Connors. Yeah, he's turning 8. So he's only 7 at the moment, but he'll be turning. No, wait, I really can't do maths, can't I? He'll be turning 9 this year. He's currently 8 years old. At this moment of time. No, I don't want to hear all of this. Right, so we've got about 5 minutes to kill before the playoffs resume. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, 3 is a really good age. You guys can spam your ones. In the meantime, I'll do a second poll whilst you guys are trolling around a little bit. Let's say... Okay. How many goals will we get in the second half? Is that my headset making that noise? That is. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong button. Wrong button. How many goals will we get in the second half? And I'm going to do a couple of options. None, 1, 2, and 3 plus. I'll be very surprised if any of you pick 3 plus. No, you may not buy him a Spurs shirt, thank you. Right, well, the players are out, so we're nearly ready for the second half. Luton, as I said, are currently 45 minutes away from Premier League football. I mean, that in a sentence is just incredible to even talk about that. For the fact that Luton Town are 45 minutes away. Right, substitution from Coventry. Jamie Allen off and Matt Godden on. Very interesting change. Potentially wanting a bit more of an attacking identity, with Matt Godden more of a recognised striker now on the pitch. Gyökeres definitely looking like he packed a couple of punches in that first half. But he'd be wanting a lot more of this Coventry side. They've got it all to do. Mpanzu leading this Luton Town side currently to Premier League football. He's captaining this game, and how poignant it is for Mpanzu to be captain in this game, being the only member of that team to really be with Luton, you know, from thick and thin, from National League to now. It's really an incredible perseverance, really, from Mpanzu, and great loyalty as well. Matt Godden is Matt win moment. Maybe Matt Godden could turn it up. In fact, it was Matt Godden who got the equalizer against Luton in the last encounter. So I was a little bit more surprised that Matt Godden wasn't starting, to be honest. But I think definitely Robinson's got for the intention of really trying to put his best team available forward. Coventry had about 2 seconds on the ball and they gave it the ball straight away, and that is what I really did not want them to do if they really wanted to still be within a chance of getting promoted. They really got to stop making it so easy for Luton Town to build up from the back and to get the ball. Right, managed to time the timer. Let's actually change this to second half. Right. We've had 8 of you voting on the poll. Thank you guys so much for voting on the poll. Oh, I'm not going to block anyone who spams. No, don't worry about that, Constantine. First yellow card already in the game goes to Luton McNanny, conceding a free kick for Luton Town. Ball goes in, headed away. That is a good header this time. Luton McNanny with the best headed clearance I've seen from Coventry all game. Coventry playing a bit of pinball at the moment, but it's not worked out. Gyökeres trying to get the better of Amari Bell, but he didn't get the better of him there. And Horvath collects, but I can definitely see a sense of frustration from Gyökeres, definitely not having the impact that he probably would have wanted to create in this game. Long direct ball from Coventry, but headed away by Amari Bell. Marvellous Lakamba. Jordan Clark. What a ball to Carlton Morris. If he's not offside, that's a good chance for him. All good defending there. Adebayo. I think he was onside actually, Morris. Oh no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't offside. It wasn't offside anyway, so didn't matter. It wouldn't have been a goal anyways. Thoughts on Leeds linked with Ryan Manning. Good signing for the Championship. To be quite honest though, I felt that Leeds squad as a whole, Leeds is sees Horvath not doing, looking a little bit. I tell you what, Horvath was a little bit close to conceding a bit of a howler there, so it was just passed straight back from Amari Bell. I tell you what, Horvath, that is not great from Horvath there. Ben's not wrong about there being a mistake in Horvath, but right now, Coventry have not punished him for it at this moment of time. But yeah, my thoughts are around again, Leeds in general. I think Leeds as a whole have been one of the trickiest teams just to kind of specify how they've been this season and what their Premier League season has been. I think this Leeds squad was ridiculously overperforming with Bielsa in charge, if I've got to be honest. I think the way that Bielsa conducted himself and turned these average Championship players into world beaters at one point is incredible. And to take that to the Premier League as well is even more impressive. Second time round in the season in the Premier League, there's lots of first team players out injured and just obviously increased pressure. And then teams just kind of figuring out about getting past Leeds' high press, and when you play for the strenuous intensity there, it does take a toll, sadly. And there wasn't this plan B, there wasn't this backup plan. Do I see that? No, that's not Matt. There wasn't this backup plan for it. So because there was a lack of versatility there, corner from Hamer by the way, all little bit okay, still corner. Oh no, it's a goal kick. It is a goal kick to Luton. Yeah, it's a strange one, this, because in that second season ultimately killed their positive momentum and trajectory, because they had key personnel getting injured and unfortunately their teams figuring out with their style of play. And Bielsa is stubborn in his own right to play the way that he wants to play, but he needed to find other ways to play, against the Man Cities and Liverpools, who would have put a load of goals past his side. And unfortunately, I think this could be, oh my gosh, I tell you what, Horvath has got to be very careful right now. Right, but yeah, good link to Ryan Manning. I'll go back to what I've been saying about Leeds for a bit. My gosh, I tell you what, there's got to be, Coventry have got to be sniffing blood right now because at this moment of time, Horvath is making a couple of mistakes. And he's really got away with one there this time. Miscommunication between him and Osho. Where this team has looked so organised at the back, this is a classic example of what Horvath didn't even need to do that. It looked like Osho was already going to get the better of Gyökeres. Well, having said that though, Osho looked like that he didn't that. Okay. Well, I can understand why Horvath went for it, but because Osho already committed to try and winning the ball off Gyökeres, it's going to cause confusion. So, yeah, Horvath has got to be very, 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 very careful here. And to quickly go back to Leeds, then you go to season 3 with Jesse Marsch. They start very, very well with their full team around. Again, plagued by injuries with that team. But then suddenly they go through a team just shot of confidence, clearly. And there's a couple of things that they could have done. They could have dismissed Marsch sooner and maybe get someone in to potentially allow more of a man-manager type of manager in. Because unfortunately, I'm seeing players like Ayling, that whole back line in Robin Koch and everyone else, Meslier, their goalkeeper, just, and what has happened practically is that though that team that was overperforming, I think was almost playing to their standards and have been exposed in a way that now they're not quite good enough in that league because they have not got an incredible manager like Bielsa anymore to get the very 200% best out of this team. They could play out a 90% best and still it wouldn't be enough quality within that bottom region of the table. And unfortunately, they just didn't have an inspiring enough manager to influence that. And the team's been short of confidence, clearly. And when you've got a manager that's going to change a lot of things with a team lacking in confidence, it doesn't send a good message, unfortunately, there. And then to ultimately give Sam Allardyce 4 games to try and keep Leeds up, I'm sorry, but it's very difficult for a team like Leeds, who are low in confidence, to get anything out of it. I think if Allardyce had 8 games, maybe he could have done something, but 4, not enough. And especially with the games that Luton had, in their last 4, it didn't really favour them. Hope what I said made sense of my thoughts of Leeds United there, because there is a lot of debate about how Leeds have gotten to the situation that they've got to. Right, I'm going to end the poll. So, overwhelming 58% of you have gone for one more goal in this game. We have 2 Luton players down, where they'll definitely be wanting to try and run the clock down now, Luton Town. I mean, they probably would want another goal, which they definitely deserve. But the way that Coventry have actually forced some good moments in this half, maybe Luton will be retreating from that a little bit and will be caring more about making sure that their defence is a lot more organised than what it is. 8% of you have gone for 0. I was expecting more people to vote for 0 goals. 16% with 3+ goals. Wow. I think we'll either get 0 or 1 goal. 1 at most for me. Robbins is giving Hamer instructions there. A bit of break and play. There's a drinks break. Charlie would love Gustavo Hamer. I think a lot of teams will, to be honest. He'll be definitely someone that'll be linked with a move away, especially if Coventry don't go up to the Premier League. Which at this moment of time they're not, because Luton are currently winning by 1-0. That Jordan Clark first half goal is the very difference. Oh, I've only just seen what happened with Tom Lockyer. Okay. So, wait, what happened there? So, I think he did collapse. I think that's really what that is. He was running backwards, then he fell. He stacked it in a way. He kind of fell over himself, but he fell head first. So it's compounded with the body being exhausted, and then chance Coventry, and it's a corner Coventry. Coventry are actually doing more in this half. This is the first time I've actually seen what happened with Tom Lockyer. He actually fell backwards, kind of scuttling back. Looked like he tripped over himself, but I question whether, stress or something like that had clouded him there. But his fall was bad. It was head first. Corner comes in. Header! Oh, McNally with the header. And it's over the goal. Imagine a Coventry score. That would be a good moment in this game, I think. I think Coventry, as I did predict, are doing better in this second half. Definitely the message was clear from Robbins to definitely force more opportunities in this game. And now Coventry are definitely getting more out of it. At this point in time, we have 20 teams who have officially qualified for the Champions League group stage next season. So yeah, we've got a 4 from Bundesliga, we've got a 4 from the Premier League. But I mean, even got a final day, but we know the 4 that's going to be. I've not looked at the French league. I know Lens is right up there, and they could get Champions League, which is incredible. Serie A, I don't know if it's mathematically secured yet for many of the teams. I mean, Napoli definitely have secured it, let's be honest. And for La Liga, we're pretty sure Barcelona and Real Madrid have secured it, but then for the rest of the teams, could be open as well. I'm concentrating on the relegation battle in La Liga at the moment. That is, I think there's 5 points between 19th and 14th place. I think that's where Valencia are at the moment, but there's 5 points separating 19th and that with 2 games left. It's going to be a really dramatic last day of the season, or last couple of games of the season for La Liga. 57 minutes, 12 minutes in this second half being played. Coventry have done better, but one thing that they have kept doing is not stringing many passes successfully. Luton now keeping the ball. Hamer trying to press Amari Bell. He misses out. Goal kick by Horvath. McFadden there. Marvellous Nakamba now. Here is Paddy Roddigan Panzu. Gives the ball away though. Straight to Ben Sheaf. Here's Liam Kelly. Right, Hamer tries to find Gyökeres, but good defending again by Reece Burke. Some of the deliveries I've seen Gustavo Hamer do have been fantastic. Unfortunately, it's just not falling in place with Gyökeres. And Gyökeres is going to have a really frustrating game when he looks back on this, because he's really not had many touches at all, to be honest. Hamer's really had the one major chance for Coventry in this entire game. McNally had that header, of course. Then the confusions and mistakes from Horvath creating some chances as well. But in terms of making saves, I really would, Horvath is not really needed to do any of that. And that is definitely going to be a regret of Coventry if they do not go through. But my prediction was 1-0 Luton. And it's currently 1-0 Luton as it stands. It doesn't mean it's going to stay 1-0. Watford regretting their sacking? Well, I do wonder. I do wonder what Watford fans and Watford in general must be thinking now looking at this. If the fans were losing patience of their ownership, after seeing something like this, they will definitely be losing patience now. To sack the manager as quickly as 7 games into the season, and to see them within 8 to 10 months later go to your rival team and get them to the Premier League, where Watford have fallen just into the top half of the table, it doesn't show a good look to that ownership, to be honest. Yeah, so Rob Edwards originally was Watford manager because of good free kick by Luton, and it's a goal kick. Yeah, Rob Edwards, the season prior to him joining Watford, did get Forest Green promoted as champions from League Two. But obviously, the style when he was announced was a bit controversial because it was a little bit behind the scenes, and Forest Green were very reluctant to let him go in that way. And obviously, Forest Green, their season after Rob Edwards left, their season had practically fallen off a cliff. Although they did stop Sheffield Wednesday getting automatically promoted, which for Ipswich fans they'll be grateful for. Sheffield Wednesday could correct their action though and get promoted 2 days' time. Bank Holiday Monday will be their playoff final against Barnsley. A lot of people predicting that Barnsley win, which I can understand because looking at their form, Barnsley have done so much better than Sheffield Wednesday in their head-to-heads this year. But as I said, and very similarly with me predicting Luton to beat Coventry, with Coventry having a slightly stronger form than Luton there. Sometimes the team and what individuals can do just trumps any sorts of stats to back up your argument. And this is a classic example of why I've backed Luton here. Right, so it's going to be a free kick to Coventry there. It would be music to Luton Town's fears if Morris makes it 2-0. Oh, it will be without a shadow of a doubt. I don't know about Elton John with Watford at this moment of time. Obviously, at this moment of time, he's a bit busy. He's doing his last couple of concerts and stuff like that. I remember, like in the 70s, he actually stepped up. I don't know what role it was, but that's when he became chairman. I think it was director actually. Then he became chairman, and then ultimately he's just been a figure for Watford ever since. Right, Watford. Not Watford. Too much talking about Watford. Shot from distance. Some frustration from Callum Doyle there, and it's high and wide. 28 minutes plus stoppage time left for Coventry to try and get something, but that is the amount of time that Luton Town have to survive this lead, and they will be a Premier League club next year. Incredible, isn't it? First time in Luton's history they'll be in the top division in anything Premier League. They've never been anywhere near it until now. Luton, Coventry, this is their best opportunity to get in the Premier League in 22 years. You think, I think Hamer and Gyökeres will leave and Coventry don't go up. I think Gyökeres would definitely will. I think there's already a load of teams interested in him. I think Brighton was the latest one I heard that he was linked with. Hamer is an interesting one. I could see him staying, but if the right deal comes for him, I see him as a Middlesbrough player. Hamer. I think if Middlesbrough definitely want to try and go again next year, they've really got to try and recruit properly there. Luton versus Brentford will be a bit weird. Why specifically Luton and Brentford? It's going to feel surreal to see Manchester City travel to Kenilworth Road. Gyökeres signed for Brighton though. What I mean by that, Charlie, is that did they sign him permanently? It wasn't a loan deal. I heard Brighton wanted him back, personally. That's not beyond the realms of possibility. But yeah, no, last season there was a loan, but I think it was actually a permanent transfer this year. Jordan Clark, Cody Drummond, Carlton Morris, cross comes in, McNally defends it, corner, Luton Town. Good defending from McNally, but it's another Luton Town corner. We know how good Luton have been with their set pieces throughout the season. It's good build-up play again by Adebayo to actually keep the attack alive. Coventry have really missed Callum O'Hare today. I don't really think they've even missed Callum O'Hare, at any point in the season because he's barely been available. He's been injured for about 80% of the season. But there's no doubt in my mind, when Callum O'Hare's there, he's a really good option from an attacking point of view. And O'Hare's just not even been present this season to the point where if O'Hare goes back, he'll feel like a new signing. Doughty with the cross coming in. I tell you what, Coventry have improved their headers. They've improved those. Hamer. Bidwell. Gyökeres with a bit of space here. This could be interesting. Square ball. Chance for... Oh! Goal for Coventry! Wow, what a moment this is! I was going to say, this is interesting. And it's absolutely unbelievable. Look at the Sky Blues fans celebrating this. Incredible. Wow, where did this come from? I'm so sorry, Gatsby. I've really scared him by that. Oh my gosh. It's Hamer. That classic Gyökeres and Hamer connection works again. Oh, I really want to see Matt. Oh my gosh. Right. So let's see this again. It's brilliant build-up play by Hamer. And Bidwell with the pass. Oh my word. And then you've got Gyökeres and Hamer. Very similar run to what Clark did. But even with more flair in a little bit. Did it really come out just there? I thought I'd always talk about it in an Essex accent, to be honest. Oh, it was the where did this come from there, wasn't it? Yeah, I don't really speak in that way too often. Only when things shock me like that. Unbelievable moment there. Coventry have been much better in this half. Goal worthy? Maybe no, but fair play to them. Brilliant build up by Gyökeres, Hamer, Bidwell with the through ball pass. I gave Bidwell a shout out in my last time I saw him play. And again, crucial through ball to find Gyökeres. Gyökeres finally getting ahead of his man. And it's now Coventry who are looking more realistic that they may get something there. I'm so sorry, Gatsby. He's back to sleep now, to be honest. So he's very brave. Brave boy. Wow, that really came out of nowhere. Wow. Amazing. Okay, here is Hamer, blocked by Drameh. That is going to make things really interesting now. Look at that crowd. And Luton, that crowd for Luton just looks so dejected now. They've not been particularly great, Luton, in this half. And they're really going to regret missing those chances if they do not go through Luton. Well, you were correct. One goal. We did see one goal in this half. My prediction, 1-0 Luton, is wrong. I mean, that is incredible, really. In that first half, there was only one shot from Coventry with only 4 touches in the opposition box. In this half, already, Coventry have had 4 shots, 6 touches in the opposition box, and Luton have only had 1 touch in the opposition box. I don't know what has happened to Luton in the second half, but they're definitely nowhere near the team they were in that first half. Jack's still supporting Luton through this. Oh, I'm so happy for whichever one of these teams will be going through, though. So I don't really feel any resentment at all with any team if they do go through, but wow. What an incredible moment this is. Alright, Gatsby's definitely awake. Imagine if hero Casey Palmer scores the winner in the penalty shootout. Oh my word. Do you remember that Casey Palmer goal in career mode? My channel's poetry in slow motion. You know what? That is a really good way of explaining it. That is a really fantastic way of explaining it, actually. We've seen a couple of gems in the career modes over the years. Jack put 3-1 Luton. So he's got Coventry scoring correctly there, but it's now down to Luton to see if they can get anything more out of it. I think he's fine at the moment. I think he's still a little bit traumatised that I scared him so much with me screaming like that. Well, you did say classic Let's screams, and I thought we would get those, and not to the frequency of that. I thought there was going to be one scream and it was going to be chilled. No, we have got a game here. 20 minutes now. If it goes to extra time, I'm going to be missing dinner at this rate. Excuse me. Got hiccups now. Yeah, so it's already going to be 7:45, and we could have an extra half an hour of this. And we could even have a penalty shootout as well. Yeah, I'm probably going to be missing dinner. I think I've already been bombarded with texts to wonder where I am, but I can't miss this game. I cannot miss this game. I'm pretty sure whenever it's a neutral game at Wembley, they put their imaginary home team and away team depending on the audio of the alphabet. I'm really confused how they do it. I am confused how they decide their home and away games, because I think it is on alphabetical order, because when you consider Luton being the third place team, you'd imagine them being the home team here. But yeah, it's very strange how they do it. But just putting head-to-head stats between Coventry and Luton this season, and I'm telling you, it's close. Possession-wise, there's only 3% in it. Shots, there's only 4 shots within it. Shots on target, there's only 3 shots within it. It's a really, really close encounter with these two teams. Currently a draw, which is matching the Coventry Building Society Arena result at the moment. But it was 2 draws between these two teams this season. 2-2 at Kenilworth Road very early on in the season, and more recently 1-1 here. Now this is like the first time I've seen Matt Godden in this game, and he's just won a free kick in a very crucial position. Godden really trying to get the crowd going here, because he can sense that Coventry are actually on a positive momentum here. Oh my gosh, could you imagine Coventry and Matt celebrating a Premier League side next year? Have I got a 5-a-side game planned later for this year? I think so, but I don't know what day. Chance! Oh! Bastine. He gets a header, but it's nowhere near goal. But he does win the header, so I was a bit excited for a moment because he was only 2 yards out from goal. Gyökeres now. Doyle. Here's Gyökeres. Oh, this could be a chance. Oh, what a big chance! Matt Gordon! Oh, Matt Gordon, I cannot believe you've missed this. That is, well, I mean, it's not an easy chance, but it still should be a chance. You should be hitting the target ball. Look at that space. Oh my God, Horvath was literally doing this to his chest. His heart must have stopped when that shot came round. Had that been on target, that could be the goal that took Coventry to the Premier League. Matty Werner is bad. That's a bit harsh. Was there like a thing where Matt Godden was compared to Timo Werner at the stage? Was there like a chart going on in around Matt's streams which riled him a bit? Free kick Luton. And Hamer could be in trouble here. He's landed quite awkwardly. If there's any player that Coventry do not want to lose now, it's the goal scorer who has kept Coventry in this tie. Especially potentially going to full time and maybe extra time or pens. Okay. He's got to be very, very careful here. He has landed quite awkwardly. Robbins is talking to the rest of his team. He'll be very pleased how they've played in this second half. He'll be now probably be wanting to get the game done within 90 minutes, to be honest. Especially if he's got to sub off Gustavo Hamer, to be honest. So let's see this. This is a build-up to the goal again. Honestly, that build-up play, really good. But the actual logistics of it, quite similar. But it's on the counter-attack. What a pass that is. Then Gyökeres just finds Hamer, running into so much space. Gets ahead of the midfield. What a brilliant strike that is as well. Jordan Clark can't catch up with Hamer. I'm not saying it's Clark's fault, but there's no space there. Osho, he gets nutmegged by him. Horvath can't reach it. And what a moment that is to be a Coventry City supporter. I've still not seen Matt or any of his clan at the moment. Wow. 75 minutes. 15 minutes plus stoppage time there. I tell you what might be a small jinx for Luton. Would you count this as like sky blue coloured? You know, it's more like a gradient effect on the shirt. Managed to get this when I was in Cambridge. Why was I in Cambridge? Well, seeing my brother. I was seeing my brother in Cambridge. Managed to get a shirt out of it. And I quite like it. I've actually used it as a work shirt, actually. With the light in it. Yeah, because when I look at it, it's more of a grey colour. But I think the lighting makes it look like a sky blue. It's like the dress thing. Do you remember the dress that divided opinion on the internet for years and years, and still does to this day? The lighting has just completely turned a blue and black looking dress looking like it's a white and gold one. It's very weird how our eyes work. It's good to see that people understand that meme. It was such a meme when it did come out, so I'm not completely out of touch. Well, out of touch with probably today's world, but it's good to know that people do know the stuff that I was used to, at least. Because I would have likely been your age when that thing was considered viral. We have had Huddersfield Town versus Reading at Wembley 2016-17 as the 5th versus 3rd. Huddersfield Town was considered the so-called home team. Yeah, it's clearly alphabetical order then, isn't it? And I really don't agree with it. Hamer's back on the pitch. He looks like he is in a bit of pain, but it looks like Hamer is going to use his adrenaline to try and get him through it. He's back on the pitch. How long he'll be on the pitch before he'll need to be substituted off, I don't know, to be honest. And at this point, I think Coventry need to try and use Hamer to his advantage whilst he's still fit and available to get something here in the second half. They've already tied up the game. They've got to try and get one other goal. One more goal here will likely see which team will be a Premier League team next year. Coventry could be a Premier League team for the first time in 20 odd years. Luton will be the first time Premier League team ever. You should go to an Ipswich home game. Oh, I will. I will be going to home games. I have been allowed by the management team to go to home games. I think the difference is in that season when Ipswich went up on 98 points, they really had to stay so consistent. And I've got to be honest, I don't agree with the bookmakers making Ipswich the third favourites for promotion. I do not agree with that whatsoever. Have you seen the odds? So Middlesbrough are first odds, Southampton are second favourites, and Ipswich and Norwich are joint third favourites. I do not agree with that at all, to be honest. I think it's just really... It's a brilliant compliment to Ipswich to be, regarded that highly competitive, but that won't happen. But, there's Callum O'Hare on the bench. I don't know if he's going to be featured, though. Ipswich versus Blues buy me a bit... Well... What I'll do actually, even if I don't make content as much next year, because I've been thinking how I'm going to get round it, I have a feeling I'll try and do table predictions as a tradition. But in terms of doing specific videos for predictions, unless I get an editor to do it, I'm probably not going to continue on with it. Right, I think Hamer is officially going to be walking off. Yep, Hamer cannot deal with it anymore. Could this be a really, really bad bit of timing for Coventry there? He managed to get him for 79 minutes. He was the goal scorer. Casey Palmer is replacing Hamer there. Robbins is giving a lot of comfort to Hamer. Hamer's in tears. And yeah, Casey Palmer, the channel hero, is on the pitch. It's given me one of my first couple of screams. Oh, Hamer's absolutely devastated. I feel so bad for him. He's in absolute tears for going off the pitch. But he can't do anything about it. He's not disputing Robbins at all. He's carrying an injury and he's just in too much pain to carry on. And that's his season over. And he'll be hoping that goal from him might spur the rest of the team on to get something. Because, honestly, in this second half, Luton have not looked like that they're going to score. It's Coventry who are looking more likely to get the win now. Another throw into Coventry. I'm surprised Gatsby's still asleep with me, to be honest. No, on my bed, not... He's asleep on my bed. Because typically this would be the time where he's wants to be fed. Not nice from Jack there. Right, throw in for Coventry. 80th minute, still 1-1. What a moment we have. I mean, this has been one of the better playoff games I remember. So if you remember the 3 playoff games, this is the 3rd playoff game I've streamed. The first one ended 2-0 Brentford. Very comfortable game. Last one ended 1-0 Nottingham Forest. This is the first time where we've had both teams score in a playoff game in my streams. Palmer with the cross. Oh. And Norton Cuffy. Can he keep the ball in? No, it's a Luton throw. So yeah, the first game I streamed, or playoff game I streamed, was 2-0 Brentford. I didn't actually stream Brentford Fulham because I was actually in the south of France when that game happened, but I did watch it on my phone. Then I did obviously Brentford Swansea, and then Huddersfield Nottingham Forest, which was amazing, and then this one today, one of the better ones I've seen. I think, okay, this could be a chance. They want an offside for Gyökeres. I don't think, yeah, it's been given. It's an offside. Oh, it's Ben Sheaf, sorry. It's Ben Sheaf that's been pulled offside. Now here come Luton. Luton have really offered nothing in the second half, but they know one goal from them could be the goal that takes it to the Premier League. It's brilliant defending there, but Luton have won a corner. If Palmer scores, we're on the pitch. Oh, there's no doubt about that. What a bit of defending that is by McFadden. That's how they're saying it. So I'm going to try and say it like that. So, 82nd minute. Corner to Luton. They've not had many corners, Luton, in this half. Quite frankly, they've really almost been non-existent in this half. But we know how dangerous they can be with set pieces. Header. Oh, it's not quite cleared. And it's just outside the penalty box now. Osho. Nakamba now. Here's Cody Drame. Ambitious ball. And Clark doesn't win it, but it's a throw-in to Luton. Luton are making a change, which I think they really need right now. They need to try and gain some control back within this game. It is Alfie Doughty who got the... Well, he didn't get the assist, but he ultimately was a big part of Luton's goal. He's going off the pitch for Fred Onyedema. Almost forgot he signed for Luton, but he has indeed signed for Onyedema. He would have been someone that Wickham would have been desperate to keep. Oh, cross comes in for Luton. Oh, it's kind of defending. Yes, it is cleared. Coventry's still not looking as comfortable defending as I would like them to for a neutral. Here's Matt Godden on the ball. Fashed in there. It's a good through ball there. Oh, it's not a great through ball at all. It's a bad one. Right, 84th minute, and I'm really nursing through a headache at the moment. Yeah, that's why I keep doing this. I don't know why, but since yesterday evening, I've had a really bad headache. Just from basically looking at my computer screen all week, because that's practically what I have to do for my job. And also still on the computer screen doing streams, and still on computer screens doing revision as well. One chance could settle this? Yes, honestly, this game is so close as I expected it to be. I didn't think it would be as close for this long of the game. I thought if Luton were to score, they'd find a way to eliminate Coventry out of it. But fair play to Coventry, especially in the second half. They've really proven to me their worth in the playoff final there. I was looking at both of these teams and I was thinking, if Coventry go up, they're going to offer absolutely nothing in that Premier League. But right now, I can see Coventry work. But I can see Luton work a little bit more with the way that they play. But either way, I think both will be favourites to get relegated. And if either one of them survive, it'd be an impressive season for both of them. And I want them to have many years of Premier League football. You know, especially, I mean, Coventry being a founding member of the Premier League, I think deserve to get more competition there. And Luton, this will be the completion of their fairy tale almost. Maybe arguably the completion would be them winning the Premier League, but you know, we've seen Leicester do it. Why not Luton Town if they were to try and have that positive mental attitude with it? Maybe not against super oil Manchester City team at this moment though. Right, here's Casey Palmer. Great build up there, but it's defended well by Cody Drummond. Gyökeres. Long ball. Interesting ball. If Godden's on side, that's a really good ball. It is a good ball. Palmer. And it's good defending by Reece Burke there. Brilliant. He's been the best defender for me, Reece Burke. And he's done so well, considering the circumstances that he had to be brought on very early on. He's done a really good job. And I think it's done everything that Tom Lockyer would have wanted it to do. I want to see Matt and his gang, and I've not seen him so far. I mean, to be fair, there's going to be thousands upon thousands of fans there. So if we don't see him, you know, there shouldn't be a surprise. Right, free kick Luton. '87th minute, still 1-1. Drummond tries to cross, but it's well blocked. Casey Palmer now in the centre of the pitch. He tries to deliver it to Gyökeres. He does well. Matt Godden now in the left-hand side. Gyökeres again on his own. Oh, brilliant skill. Gyökeres with a shot deflected, and it's straight at Horvath. Charlie thinks we'll see a Zamora moment. Oh, could you imagine that? I do have the feeling this game has got another goal within it. Oh my gosh, Gyökeres nearly does everything right. It's actually very crucial. It's a very crucial deflection that actually, because if it did not hit the Luton player there, that would have been a really difficult shot for Horvath to save. 2 minutes away to added time, people. I think this is going to be a long game, but I don't mind it. My stomach's going to mind it because I'm not going to have dinner until much later today. Sometimes that's what you got to do. It's sometimes what you got to do. I don't. Oh, we might have a barbecue today though. Oh, am I really missing out on a barbecue? Oh dear. Vizay is singing his praises with Gyökeres. I mean, yeah, he's really come alive in this second half, to be honest. Oh, cross comes in. Oof, a bit of a heart in your mouth moment if you're a Coventry fan. Luton have probably gone the closest that they've gone to in this half. Just suddenly, I think, was it Onyedema that had the slight chance there? It was Cody Drummond with the cross. And it finds... Oh, Onyedema nearly gets ahead of Norton Cuffy. Good defending. But it's a corner. Luton Town. 89th minute. Oh my gosh. A goal now would be amazing. I'm trying to be careful if there is a goal and I don't chant too loud because my cat is definitely awake now. Corner's delivered. And it's the worst corner from Luton this whole game. What a waste that was. Brilliant tackle by Bidwell there. And it's a throw in Luton. I think we'll get about 5-6 minutes at a time. Not as much as the first half, in my opinion. One last throw in the dice, indeed. I mean, I think we're actually going to get a lot of stoppage time, to be honest. We had a couple of people down, but not as long as we had Tom Lockyer specifically down. That still scares me, seeing the way he fell over there. He kind of like tripped over himself, but I'm wondering when he was like already leaning down that he was feeling quite faint. And the fact that he really felt like a sack of spuds and just hit his head on the floor. 8 minutes? I don't agree with that. I think it was 6 minutes, really. But okay, 8 minutes of stoppage time in both halves. Luton with a free kick. I tell you what, Luton are now starting to turn the screw here. It's taken them a long time for them to get going in the second half, but now they're winning free kicks in crucial areas. It could be also Coventry showing a little bit of nerves, which is to be expected. Get Kyo on the pitch. Good one there from Charlie. Thank you to everyone watching, by the way. I've not really had a chance to promote the channel because I've been so invested in this game. But thank you so much for your support, as always. We're on 1,733 subs. That is officially the most subscribers I've ever seen on my channel. So thank you guys so much, as always, for your fantastic support. It is always appreciated. Everyone that likes, comments, shares. Free kick. Oh, okay. It wasn't too far away. It was high and over. Everyone who likes, subscribes, comments, shares, donates, all of you have a special place in my heart, honestly. There are no other words that I can use to describe you legends, because I definitely would not be making consistent content for this long if it wasn't for the best community in the world. And I think I do have the best community in the world. Of course I'm going to be biased on it, but it is a matter of fact that you guys have really been my source of communication for oh, interesting effort there. Worth the effort. Matt Golden's looking quite frustrated there. But there's no lie, guys, that I'm not very social, at all, to be quite honest. You know, in terms of actually doing a social event, I think I've only had one social event that I've been to in the 5 months of this 2023. And a lot of it is due to fear and stuff like that. But, you know, a lot of the time I have a chance to tackle that fear properly, for me doing it in my own comfort zone, in my own environment, and just to actually interact with other people. It's really given me a lot of benefits actually outside of here. So I'm always going to appreciate you guys for it. Gyökeres against Burke, and Burke wins there. Good defending there. Tense finish. Yeah, I completely agree. Both teams going a bit back and forth. It's not really looking clear of who's going to get one there. Both going for the kill. Yeah, they are. Which is exciting, to be honest. It's not really clear of which team's looking more likely to score. You know, since that goal going in, we've not really seen many saves from either Wilson or Horvath, to be quite honest. You do wonder, maybe those mistakes from Horvath maybe invited Coventry to have a little bit more optimism going forward. I'm not saying it's his fault. Drame. Oh, Morris. He's being called offside. Okay, so, I'm sorry, I was just looking at Twitter there. We've got 94 minutes now being played. Half of the added time being played. Oh, this is going to be an extra time finish, isn't it? I don't know what they're doing for dinner. But they're going to be really annoyed, I think, if it is going to be a barbecue and I'm not down there. Well, to be fair, it's still looking rather nice outside. I just hope it's not too windy. That's the worst thing if you want to do a barbecue and it looks nice and then you've just got a big gust of wind to deal with. I would have expected to hear music if they were going for a barbecue though, so maybe they're not going for a barbecue. Oh, I just saw the comment Casey Palmer screamer coming, and he just had a big balloon shot, and I thought it might have been a goal, but no, it's high and wide. He did try it, yeah, he did. Palmer, you need to look at Let's Alexa's, specifically video 3 in the Bristol City career mode if you want to try and score a long range effort. In there, that is how you do it. Understandably, both fan bases are looking very tense. Still no sign of Matt at the moment. I'm waiting for someone to tell me that they've spotted Matt on the TV. I'm trying to stay up as long as I can. Is it very late to where you are, GHJ? And where are you from, by the way? I mean, 6:46 where I am. No, I still don't see him. I'm gonna definitely enjoy. In fact, what I might do, I might actually just pause it and just send him a picture to him for good measure. I mean, maybe not if Coventry lose. That might be not the best thing to do. Oh, Palmer with an interesting ball, but it's headed away by Amari Bell. Shot! Oh! Coventry going for the shot. It's well blocked. Roddick and Panzu trying to lead the counter-attack here. Here's Carlton Morris against McNally. Carlton Morris does very well there. 96 minutes. Morris. No one's there to receive it. Oh my word. The final ball. Laying down there big time. Free kick to Luton Town, who play quickly, and Oliver's going to allow it. Oh my word. Here's Adebayo. Nakamba. Roddick Banzu. Is he going to go for the shot? No, he's going to try and deliver it to Adebayo here. Palmer get up front. Shot, and it's an easy save from Ben Wilson. They're going for distance now. They're really struggling. It was in Panzu actually with the shot there. God, it's 12:48. Oh my word! I would encourage you to get some sleep, but thank you for tuning in. I'm trying to think what time zone that's going to be. If it's 6 hours ahead. Oh wow! Can't actually think of what time zone that is. I'll probably look into it. My gosh. Oh, this could be a big chance here. Carlton Morris. Good defending by Luke McNally. Wow, incredible. That was crucial defending. For once, Morris managed to beat his man. He was one-on-one almost, but McNally managed to catch up to him and get the interception. We're at 30 seconds before the 8 minutes are up. Oh my goodness. Onyedima now. It wasn't at Dubai, by the way. It was Onyedima. Oh, cross comes in and it doesn't trouble that back line. 20 seconds and it's a Coventry throw. That might be the full time done. And we may have to go, well, we will. We will right now go to extra time. I don't think we're going to get another chance here. It's now hit the 98th minute. And the whistle's gone. It's extra time. And I tell you what, when was the last time we had extra time in Wembley? Right, let's think about this. So, not Brentford Fulham. The one before that would have been Aston Villa Derby. There wasn't extra time there. 17-18 was Reading Huddersfield, was it? No. Reading Huddersfield did go to extra time and penalties. That may have been the last time, but that was 16-17. What was the one after that? 17-18. That was when Cardiff went up. It was Fulham and Aston Villa. And that did not go... Oh, wait, no. Did it go... No, it did not go extra time. It was 1-0 Tom Kearney. So yes, this is the first time the playoff final has gone to extra time since 2017. Joe Byron. No, I thought it was Tom Kearney that got the goal for... Oh, yeah, you're talking about the Brentford game. Oh, yeah, it was extra time, wasn't it? Oh, yeah, no, ignore me. Ignore me. You are spot on. It was 0-0 full time, wasn't it? So, yeah, the first time in... Thank you, Charlie, for spotting that out. Arguably the one game I didn't watch live. So, yeah, it made sense that I forgot about that one. Yeah, you're right. Joe Brian Wonder Strike that was as well. I did not stream it, Charlie. I did not stream that game. As I said, I was in France when that game happened. Yeah, Brentford Fulham. Yeah, you're correct. So, since 2020, we're going to extra time. So that's 3 player finals now that we've had to do since then. I might quickly see what's going on with dinner. So, if it's alright, guys, in fact, what I'll do, I'm going to do a poll. Let's do a poll as I get this sorted. Who will score next? That will be my next question. Who will score next? Coventry, who did very well in the second half, or Luton Town, who always carry a threat. As you do this poll, I'm going to quickly just mute myself and just see what's going on with dinner because it is quite late. So I'll get that sorted, but I'm definitely going to have to negotiate something downstairs to make sure that I can still stream. So just give me a minute, guys, and I will be back with you for coverage for the extra time. I get a good feeling. Yeah. Right. I've just been told the news that we're having a Chinese for dinner today, so I'm really, really happy about that. Okay. Oh, really sore throat, actually. That's what happens when you talk for 2 hours and 43 minutes. That's how long I've been streaming. Holy crap. Wow. God, my voice is really, really on the ropes now. But I am back. I did manage to get there just in time for it. And funnily enough, my family are watching that game downstairs as well. My dad was surprised Coventry weren't in the Premier League for over 20 years. He probably still remembers Coventry being in the Premier League yesterday, to be honest. Right, let's get the polls sorted. And I've got to get the timer sorted as well, because the timer shouldn't be going ahead still. It's been very rare we've done extra time on this stream, but we are doing it. I'm still out of breath. That's what happens when you run up the stairs, and that tells you how unfit I've been. That's why I want to really improve my health. Right. Extra time. We've officially made it to extra time. There's not been too many moments where we've done extra time in games. Maybe a couple of times when we've had the Euros, we did extra time. A couple of World Cup games, we might have done it as well. Did I? Actually, I think I did do a World Cup game. I'd like to say I did. Can't remember if I did, to be honest. Right, so 1-1. Going into extra time. 8 of you have voted on the poll. Thank you so much. I'll tell you the current result of the poll is Luton to score next with 62%. Palmer's attacking in the end, but he scored a belter, and yeah, I still surprised. Oh, well, that's a big chance already by Gyökeres, by the way. Coventry looking the stronger team now. It's crazy how things change within one half to the other. I think Coventry were just nervous in that half, and Luton looked right up for it. But now, all of a sudden, Luton have backed off, probably been a bit too passive in their way, and right now, they don't know how to deal with Coventry. Carlton Morris tries to find out a buyer. Oh, really crucial defending by McFadden there. Brilliant defending. Palmer loses the ball. Drame, does he find a buyer? He does. And it's a throw-in. Coventry. Luton wanted a free kick, but not given. Ooh, I need to really massage my head. Definitely got a headache of some sort. Gatsby's still there. He's been a really good boy and he's asleep now. He's all calmed down. Palmer. Ooh, and he wins a free kick. See you when I work out. Thank you, Jet, by the way. I don't know if he's still there now. I'm not giving up. This league really makes me appreciate more. I've only been a football fan for a couple of years. Well, you've definitely picked a good league to appreciate, GSGN. You really have. I definitely think this league has been really swept under the radar a little bit because of the success of the Premier League and the drama and the revenue and everything it does. But this league does that and more with entertainment, and I can enjoy as a neutral fan. I really can. Bidwell. Oh, it's a bit dangerous there, but it's a goal kick. So the issue is next season, because I have got a small affinity to Ipswich, my neutral fan view on things is kind of tainted now that Ipswich are now back in the Championship. So I'm a bit, I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest, because the unique thing about my channel is that I show no bias to any team in the league. I've just got to stay professional, haven't I, basically, if I do any sort of thing again next season. I'm just still figuring out in my mind what I'm going to do, but definitely within the period of a transfer window to the start of the season, I'm not going to really be posting at all. Need to clear my head, need to deal with some things, and just try and find a routine. What's my Chinese order? This is Charlie. It's going to be satay chicken skewers, egg fried rice, chow mein, and barbecue ribs, I think. I mean, I'm not ordering, but that's what I normally get from the Chinese. Okay, here's Casey Palmer, who's had a big role actually since he's come on. Oh no, it's Frankie Dabo. I didn't know he didn't go on the pitch. He must have been substituted on as I was downstairs. Right, so now's probably a good time actually to cover how the teams are looking. Let's go to stats actually and talk through the changes of the teams. Is Morris. Could anything happen here? Impanzu, Onyedima against Dabo. Oh, that's an interesting ball, but it's a goal kick. Let's look at the lineups first. So, Coventry making 3 changes. Allen off for Godden, Hamer off for Palmer, and Norton Cuffy is off for Dabo. That's clearly the change they've made. Luton have made 2 changes. Lockyer off for Burke, as I talked about, and Doughty off for Onyedima. So not too many changes. We're definitely going to see a lot more changes near the end of extra time if it stays as it is. But stats-wise, I mean, unbelievable how things could change. Look at that dominance there from Luton Town. And then in that second half, absolutely, like, changing the story. This could be a chance for Luton here. Oh, overcomplicating a play again. But it's good recovery from Ben Sheaf there. Casey Palmer now gets the better of Marvellous and Kemba. But it's good defending by Mari Bell, but it's received by Matt Gordon. Right, need to get out of this scene because this game's really starting to go back to life. I'm going to end the poll actually. 12 of you have voted. Thank you for everyone voting there. 58% of you said Luton, 41% Coventry. Still more on Luton to get something here. We're on 27 likes. 3 likes away, by the way, from 30 likes, which is our target. I mean, it's nothing compared to what I did last year, but I've got to understand that maybe, you know, I need a new beginning when it comes to making YouTube. Because in that period, before I was actually started my full-time work, I was making content so consistently. And then it obviously exploded to life in that stream. But yeah, this year it's just nowhere near being the same. Yeah, well, luckily it is the weekend to be fair. Oh, free kick going in, headed away. Oh, I've got to say, every time a set piece goes in, Luton look like they're going to score from it. Right, Horvath on the ball there. I think they're making a change. Right, yes, we are making a change. Luton are now going to make their third change in this game, which I think they need more than Coventry right now. They're struggling a little bit. Impanzu is going off the pitch. Has been an incredible servant for the club as always, and has played a big part in this game today. Impanzu going off, and it's Luke Berry that's going on the pitch to replace him. Alright, so throw in for Coventry. Nearly 8 minutes of the added time being played already. And free kick Coventry being awarded here. We've got 22 minutes of extra time still to play. We could see it go down to penalties. I'm basically going to be listening now to see if the Chinese arrives, to be honest. But I don't think I'm going to be eating it upstairs. You know, I've eaten dinner on stream before, and I just think it looks very unprofessional. I won't end the stream when it arrives. I'm just basically going to eat it cold. Oh, this could be a bro. Oh, is it a penalty? No, wait. Oh no, no penalty. He is. Oh my god, I thought that might have been a pen. Wilson was doing this, making sure that he didn't touch him there. Oh my gosh. But no, a yellow card has been awarded, I think to Luke Barrett. No, to Jordan Clark for simulation. Oh my word. Yeah, no contact from Wilson. So it is a simulate. That is really, you know what? I hate to admit this, but that's actually really good refereeing by Michael Oliver there. There's no contact. So it's really good refereeing by Michael Oliver there. He sees that it's simulation, doesn't give the penalty, and there's Howard Webb in the stands watching it on, and yeah, correct decision. Jordan Clark is booked for simulation. Luton all of a sudden now looking more likely to score. So this game is really going through some really strange patches of form from both of these teams. Perhaps it's probably the changes. I think the substitutions have really helped Luton freshen up a bit. They've actually got a bit of energy now on the pitch, which is good. Could there be like a notable absence of Hamer now? That could be a part of it for Coventry struggling to create anything now. Okay. Luton still on the ball here. So Horvath taking the goal kick. Good head-to-head collision there. Here's Pankati Dabo. Horvath is down. Does he not fancy doing a penalty shootout then? So I remember Horvath came on the pitch very late for Forest last year. So did he pull his hamstring doing that goal kick? Oh dear. Well. Oh no. Is he out? Is Horvath going to be able to recover from this? It looks like a hamstring problem. Rob Edwards calling his team around. I just saw something funny on Twitter there. Right, they are hanging on. Casey Palmer's off. He's off. Oh no. I don't know why. He looked quite lively when he was on. Josh Eccles is on instead. Is he a penalty taker? I mean, I wouldn't know because I've not seen him take a penalty for Coventry. Maybe it's down to a decision to keep it 1-1. Perhaps Robin sees the threat that Luton are putting Coventry under, so they're adding another defender onto the pitch. Yeah, Charlie's not happy with that. I don't blame you. My goodness me. So 12 minutes 15. We're nearly at the first half of extra time being over. There's a long stoppage in play. Me see no Matt. Well, I'm hoping if Coventry might win, we might see him maybe. Who knows? Did you just snore? How rude. Yeah, so, yeah, that's just a typical thing that Gatsby does, is making noises when he's asleep. Oh, Dabo can try and run for that. No, it's good. Recovery by Onyedema. Poor touch by Dabo, throw in for Luton Town. Honestly, I just feel really tense. That's why I'm like really quiet. It's just like I'm absorbing this in. I can really feel the intensity in this game. Amari Bell with the throw-in. And Coventry win a free kick. In a very good position. Well, not a shooting position, but a good position on the pitch. I tell you what's confusing me. A lot of the Luton players have got headbands on, so it's not making it easy for me to remember who's who. Because at least 3 or 4 I'll call it headbands. Or bandanas, I think, actually. So it's making me confused about who's who. Morris. Oh, any fine. Adebayo, good defending. Mefashton with the defending net. Gyökeres. It's good defending by Onyedema in the end. Oh, it's back to Gyökeres. Oh, but the pass is not good enough there to find Matt Gordon. Charlie's still supporting Luton to get something here. Callum Doyle. Right. Here's Josh Eccles on the pitch. Dabo. Eccles playing more of a midfield role, which you kind of reinvented because he was kind of playing more of a wing-back role at the start of the season. Right, so we're officially entering the 2 minutes of stoppage time of the first half of extra time. Not confusing at all. 2 added on minutes, indeed. My word. Have you seen the Crystal Palace kit, by the way, for next season? I don't know what they're doing with it. It's Chelsea and Nottingham Forest merged together. It doesn't look great. He's on his way to hospital, apparently, Tom Lockyer, I've read. Shot, it's wide. Small opening there for Kelly to get something, but it's wide. Is it their home kit for next season? Yeah, it is their home kit. Crystal Palace's home kit. I don't like Palace's home kit design, basically. If it is their official design, then it's going to take some adjusting, is all I'm going to say. Eccles, still on the ball there. Did a really good job there, actually. Drame manages to block off the cross from Bidwell. We're 1.5 minutes in, the stoppage time there. Throwing to Coventry. We've streamed for 3 hours. 3 hours! How have I been able to do that? Oh, I can definitely feel the exhaustion just piling in now. It's difficult sitting down and talking to you guys for this long, and I've only had 10 minutes break? Excuse me. Right, half time, and it's still 1-1. 15 minutes away to potentially a penalty shootout, which we've not seen since 2017. GSGN is really trying. I can only admire it because it's going to be 1:15 in the morning now. Right, Osho's currently getting treatment at the moment. Okay. Some of the shots look very weird, out of context, basically. But yeah, both teams are really, really just trying to deal with the cramp that they're going to have. They've been running non-stop for nearly 2 hours. It's no surprise that, a lot of these players are going to be struggling for fitness. I mean, the big moment of this extra time was that Jordan Clark simulation, wasn't it? I thought, had Ben Wilson maybe made the mistake there, but very, very, very little contact, if there was contact from Ben Wilson there. Definitely not contributing to the fall, so I think that is actually a really good decision by Michael Oliver there. He's actually done a good job. It looks like the Ted Lasso kit. I see where you're coming up from with that. I wonder if that's maybe what they inspired it from. Will there be any late drama? Well, there's almost bound to be late drama. If it's a penalty shootout, that's always late drama. If it's a late goal, even if there's a goal in this game, it's going to be late drama. There will be late drama. It's now just waiting to see where it's going to go. And it's hard to say who's going to get it. It really, really is. I've seen both teams actually really look quite good and cancelling each other out now. And right now, it now looks so much more unpredictable. I would have said Luton could have scored 3 or 4 past Coventry, but since second half, it's been so close. Which is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see a close game. So Joe Taylor is on for Elijah Adebayo. So Adebayo going off the pitch, does that tell me he's not good with pens? Has he picked up an injury? I don't know. Gatsby has been a really good boy indeed, actually. He's still asleep. He's definitely asleep. Would love this to go to penalties. So, I need to get the timer ready. I closed I closed the timer off, didn't I? Oh, why are you taking forever? I can time it within the 20 seconds. Bear with. I'm really trying to keep this stream alive. When you talk non-stop for 3 hours, it's so difficult. It's very difficult to keep going. I'm doing my best. Coventry currently on the ball, just outside of the penalty spot. Who's Joe Taylor? Well, it's someone. That's all I can say. Joe Taylor is clearly someone that's not been really involved with Luton this season. Definitely one will be making more appearances off the bench. But small opening for Coventry, and they've got a corner. Right. Coventry have got a corner. They've started the better. Right. Another shot in that Coventry crowd. I'm just trying to see if I can see Matt. That's a really good cross by Yorkers to keep the attack alive. He's got to be very careful there. He would not want an injury right now. Do you mean they should have had a penalty? Luton? No, I don't think so. I think it was simulation by Jordan Clark. Definitely not enough contact to warrant a penalty. Here we go. Corner being delivered here. Headed. Oh, flicked on. Horvath's going to catch it though. So 1 minute and 40 within the second half of added time. Oh my word. Right. Here's Amari Bell. There's just nothing to separate the two. You know, they've both drawn their subsequent head-to-head games this season. And ultimately, it's still a draw with... It's still a draw with 107 minutes of football. It tells you, you know, how close they've been. I tell you what, it's been very difficult for both teams to get shots in this extra time period, which is no surprise. You know, most of them are going to be out of energy and stuff. Coventry win a throw-in. Rob Edwards looking a little bit more agitated, which is no surprise. Oh, if he does score, then it'll be an unbelievable comeback story, wouldn't it? Right, Fankity Dabo with the football for the throw in there. Understandably, both fans of both clubs looking very, very nervous. I'm nervous for them. I don't know what's going to happen here. Normally at this time I'd be like, yeah, Forest have done it, or Brentford have done it, or Fulham have done it, whatever. Right here, it really could go either way, and it's adding a lot of stress, which, you know, is no surprise. Honestly, it's been an amazing game to watch. It doesn't necessarily mean the best game of quality, but in terms of how close these teams are and their work rate off the ball, it's been really, really good to watch. Build-up play goes, I would prefer Coventry style of football, but Luton have been very effective in what they've been able to do. "18 minutes now being played. 12 minutes left until we may have a penalty. Shootout. Not just a penalty. A load of penalties. Oh, a bit of head-to-head battle there. Small opening for Coventry here. Oh, Eccles giving the ball away in a crucial part there. Here's Luke Berry. Carlton Morris, who's got to work with Joe Taylor now as his strike partner. Morris up against Callum Dole, sorry. Oh, yeah, free kick. Morris is really not happy with that. He is really not happy with Michael Oliver at all. I mean, that is an incredible rise from Joe Taylor, that's true. I remember him playing for Wroxham, but I didn't know his association with Manchester City. Look at that. I don't think I could bear it. There's literally one guy with his head in his hands. You know, I would be the same. You know, I've actually had goosebumps seeing that sort of stress. It's crazy what football does to people, and this is a really good example of it. And it's important, as I said at the start. £170 million on the line in this game. It's the most expensive game in English football. It really, really, you know, the contrast you get from winning and losing is astronomical. You are definitely snoring, by the way. It is astronomical. I mean, I can't believe the stakes in itself. Morris is really trying to get the team going. Right, I think Luton are making their final substitution. More valuable than winning the UCL. That is probably not a hot take, actually. I don't think that's a hot take, considering the value involved here with this. Championship clubs would die to be a Premier League team. And, you know, this is a really hard, cruel way to do it. Playing 120 minutes of football like that. Oh my word. Right. I think that is the final change that they could do. So Dan Potts is on for Gabriel Osho. Need to actually check the stats of that. Because they've at least made 4 subs. Maybe they've made 5. Joe Taylor, Berry, Onyedema, Burke. And now Potts, yeah, that's all their subs done. So the only player on the bench who has missed out is James Shea, the goalkeeper, and Alan Campbell. So Alan Campbell will be unlucky to miss out there, I guess. Josh Wilson-Esbrand is still on the bench for Coventry. Coventry have got 1 sub left to make. Josh Wilson-Esbrand was the player who actually got sent off for Coventry in their last meeting with Luton Town. That's probably why he's been kept far away from the pitch. Free kick given to Luton Town. 8 minutes left for a team to get Premier League football in the space of extra time. It might need to go to penalties, and I cannot believe the stakes if it does go to that. Right. Oh, I think speak of the devil. Okay, so we're going to get physio going in. Who's that down? Is that Doyle? No, it's not Esbrand, it's Jonathan Panzo who's going on the pitch. So yeah, Esbrand will be missing out playing in this game. Jonathan Panzo is going to get the final substitution appearance for Coventry here. Oh my goodness me. So we know what the teams are going to be if it goes to a penalty shootout. Luton Town, full of voice and just trying to sing. Wow, it's Callum Doyle who's down. Is it going to be a straight swap with Doyle and Panzo? I see Panzo more as a centre defensive midfielder, but he could transition to a centre back. Alright, so fresh legs on the pitch for Coventry is probably what they need right now, just to gain a bit more control in this game. Gatsby, you're still a really good boy, sleeping like that. Yeah, I think Callum Doyle may be going off the pitch. I think it would be a bit too risky to keep him on now. Right. So number 3 will be going off in Callum Doyle. He's done really well, to be fair. He's done a good job there. So many shots at Coventry fans, but I'm not seeing that. And number 2 shirt, Jonathan Panzo, is going on to replace. That might be 3 minutes of added time, I think, or maybe even 4, to be honest. Oh, he's going to be playing against Man City. Oh, right. Oh, I was going to say, I was thinking, playing against Man City? Really? Yeah, no, I didn't understand that. Thank you for clarifying that. Right. So, Mafashton now on the ball. It amazes me that some of these players are still playing with the intensity with 120 minutes of intense football. It's like, I can't imagine even doing that. Great defending. Oh, this is a really good run. Last ditch tackle there. Oh no, it's actually a good tackle that Oliver's allowing play to go on. Dabo trying to find Gyökeres. And he wants play to continue on again. Michael Oliver wants the game not to stop. Which, to be fair, I think that's actually good that he wants the game to be flowing. And it's a Coventry throw-in. He's letting a couple more things go now. Oh, are we getting another injury for Luton? Definitely cannot be picking up these injuries now. Especially when you've made all 5 substitutions. Both teams have made all 5 substitutions now. So now will be the worst time to pick up an injury right now. Oh, mistake! He's going to be charged, Joe Taylor! Oh my goodness me! Oh my god! Absolutely unbelievable! I cannot believe it! Jonathan Panzo, who just went on the pitch, what have you done? What a moment for Joe Taylor. As referenced by Charlie, played at Wroxham. And they could have just scored the winning goal to take Luton to the Premier League for the first time in their... Oh wait, what? No, he's offside! What? Wait, what happened here? What? Can someone just clarify what just happened there? Right, well, it's still 1-1. So I've just done that big epilogue for Luffy, but oh my god, Jonathan Panzo has got away with murder. Oh my goodness. Just I didn't notice the handball. You know what? I'm gonna rewind this with my Sky remote, and I'm gonna try and watch that back. Never have done this before. This is a first for me. Never have rewinded a replay before now. Let's see. Oh my god, there. So the deflection from the foot up goes off his hand. Oh my god. I can't, but, well, the fact I didn't even see it firsthand tells you how harsh that decision is. But yes, it is. Oh my gosh. Charlie wanted drama, but we've got drama. That is 3 disallowed goals for Luton Town now. Oh my god. 2 for handball and 1 for offside. I cannot believe this. Oh my gosh, I need a heart rate monitor right here. Oh my god, that would have been that would have been 115th minute, that goal, if that was given. My word, Luton, if they don't go up, they will be thinking, what if? To have 3 disallowed goals like that. Coventry have got away with murder there. Jonathan Panzo would not have been welcomed back at Coventry at all. Maybe it's not meant to be, says Charlie. Well, to be fair, Coventry have just not put themselves into enough positions for me to talk about any disallowed goals for them. At least with Luton, they've actually earned their positions, but unfortunately, 2 were definitely clear handballs, but they were really, really harsh, to be honest. They were really harsh handballs. And that's a goal kick. Oh my word, I can't believe this. I really cannot believe this. So, we're minute 119 of football. We have streamed for 3 hours and 18 minutes. Chinese are still not arrived, actually, so I might get away with finishing the stream before it arrives, which, happy days if so. My word. I've never had to pause a live game and re-watch it myself. That is incredible. I cannot believe that. I was nearly tearing up in my whole epilogue I was saying by sending Luton back to the Premier League. But, my gosh, that is incredible. Here we go. I think it's going to be 4 minutes of added time. Oh, just two. Just 2 minutes of added time. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think like they will feel a little bit hard done by if they don't win this. Right, okay, 3 ball going in. I think Luton have now ended as the strongest team out of the 2. Coventry have definitely not done a lot in extra time. I think they've all of a sudden Luton are now getting back to life in this game, but it's taken them a little bit too long for them to do it maybe. Watching the final and fish and chips, what could be better? Honestly, that sounds fantastic right now. The rules are the rules. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It is the rules. You know, we cannot change the rules. They are what they are. Yeah, well, I've got a Chinese on the way, so I'm not too complaining about that. Oh, I think... Wait, is that... No, that's George Ulsters, I think I've just spotted. I think that's George Ulsters that I spotted. Unless it's a lookalike of him. He would have definitely been going to this game. We've had so many opportunities to try and find Matt in the crowd as well, and have not, and had a very little success doing so. But to be fair, you know, let's think about the capacity. You know, both fans would have really, really taken a lot of people there. Yeah, I know Matt's at the game. That's why I'm trying to find him. That's why I'm trying to find him. Can you imagine the heart rate that he's going to have right now? And what a year it will be for him as well. First year, you know, 2023, 30k subs. Becoming a father for the first time and seeing Coventry back in the Premier League for over 22 years. Oh my word. It wouldn't be the first time in his lifetime. He was alive when Coventry were in the Premier League. But, oh my gosh, his pens. Oh, it's a penalty shootout. The first one since 2017. I cannot believe this. Joe Taylor nearly the hero in that game. But a handball decision ultimately shot his dreams. Adebayo had a handball disallowed. We had a offside disallowed goal for Osho. Coventry have only had 2 shots on target, I'd like to say. Let's actually go to stats before we go to the penalty. It is penalties indeed. Let's go to the stats and comment with what we've got. Wilson is running into the tunnel, probably getting his penalty notes. Oh my goodness me. Look at this. I'm telling you, it looks one-sided, but look how even it is. 13 shots each. 4 shots on target to Luton to Coventry's 3. 8 shots on target to and 5 there. 4 block shots to 2. 6 corners to 4. I'm telling you this, Coventry have caught up big time. 10 of Luton's 13 shots in that 120-minute game came in the first 45 minutes. It looked like that Luton just ran out of steam. Oh my gosh, I mean, what was that from Panzer, by the way? That was nearly a snatch and grab moment from Joe Taylor there. It felt almost destined, but oh my word, I don't know what he was doing there. I thought they might have done it, but no, it's still going to be a penalty shootout. It tells you how much Luton struggled in the rest of the game, because look at that, 9 shots to Coventry there, an extra time, nothing from Luton there, and only 1 shot each there. So, I guess with the quality of chances, you'd be thinking Luton deserved to go through, but actually, to be fair to Coventry, I think they have actually caught up to actually make the game respectable enough for it to be a deserving draw. A lot of nerves and stadium of 80,000. Oh my word. Coventry don't deserve to win, says Charlie. I think the 3 disallowed goals is what's giving many people the edge. I mean, I'm just going to play devil's advocate here. A lot of people, at the start of the stream, about 80 to 20% wanted Luton to go through. Maybe that's a tiny bit of bias going in. I'm going into this game completely with no preference on going up, to be honest. What I saw here with this game, Luton could have been 4-0 up in the first half. They really could have been. Coventry played effectively enough to the point where they stopped Luton, got a good goal out of it, and actually forced a couple of half chances. Nothing like what Luton did in that first half. You know, they're not comparable. And in extra time, Luton had a tiny bit more. Coventry had a bit more in the first half. Luton, at the end, had that disallowed goal, of course. So I think a lot of people may be edging Luton either because they probably prefer them in the Prem, which I can understand. And also down to them having those disallowed goals as well. But I think saying that Coventry do not deserve it, I think is a bit harsh as well. Because I think Coventry, what they did in that second half is actually quite clever. The way that they actually played with more intensity. They were able to stop Luton play the way that they wanted to play. And ultimately, they got a goal out of it. And what they did show actually with their build-up play, they did show good stuff there. So that's my view on it, you know, because stats-wise, it's actually very even, which actually feels quite fair. But I think what Luton have done better is with the chances they've had. And I think a lot of people feel a bit hard done by for Luton for having those 3 goals disallowed, which I understand, to be honest. Oh my gosh, penalties. Let's actually try and do a setup for this. I've not had to do a penalty shootout for a long time. Yeah, but define better. That's you know that's why I don't like saying better side over the 91-20, because what defines better doesn't mean well better by creating chances, because really with that, if you look at the scores and the goals, it's the same. Shots is the same. Shots on target is almost the same. You know, I think the only thing that Luton have done better is the quality of those chances. But statistically, it was actually really, really a good game in the end. It took a lot of catching up for Coventry in that second half to match Luton. But Luton didn't actually offer a glove in that second half, which surprised me. So I thought tale of two halves is fair. Extra time, I probably would give the edge to Luton because of that Joe Taylor moment there. And Coventry not really forcing a shot on target in that extra time. So maybe like a 55-45% better for Luton and 45 Coventry. I think people saying, oh, you know, 80% of the game Luton were better than that. I think that's unfair to Coventry, if I've got to be honest, based on what I've seen. You've done so well to survive this long. I feel really sorry for you because it's nearly 2 a.m. and I would... I've already got black rings around my eyes for the amount of late nights that I've had, and I wish it was from me partying, but it's not, to be honest. You are surviving it. Right, so I think Luton are taking the first set of penalties. Ben Wilson is in goal, and it's going to be Carlton Morris stepping up first. They're shooting it, I think, at the Luton end of the pitch. Which good footwork in their favours there. Oh my gosh. Well, see, that's the thing. You know, Charlie wants Coventry to lose anyway. You know, at this moment of time, I just think I've been more fair because I don't have a preference of any team to go through, to be honest. Either one of these teams is going to be a really intriguing asset to the Premier League. Luton will be an unbelievable story. Coventry to end their exile and with the circumstances they've had, you know, incredible for them as well. 25 of you here, smash the like button if you're not done so, please. It really does help the stream. Wow, what a way to really end the season off and potentially my streams for quite some time on a dramatic game like this. Morris, he scores it, and I need to turn this down, otherwise I'll be down for copyright. My headphones have turned off. Oh my word. Okay, so a little bit of I had to turn my not my TV off, but I had to turn my volume down because I was playing it with my headphones, but my headphones are clearly run out of power. So now it's muted. I'll be safe from copyright otherwise. So Luton have scored. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to naturally change the scores from here. So Matt Gordon is taking the first penalty for Coventry here. Charlie's already quoting Matty Vernon there. Carlton Morris has done everything right there to score the first one. Matt Godden against Ethan Horvath. What a penalty by Matty Godden. It's 1 penalty each. My goodness me. This is really going down to the wire. It's now back to Luton Town. It's Joe Taylor stepping up next for Luton Town. Oh, Charlie's really not happy if Coventry go up. I'll be happy for Matt if Coventry go up. I will be happy for Luton in general if they go up. You know, I think I'm in a really privileged position here that, you know, I don't particularly care which either one goes to the Premier League, but oh my word, you know, it doesn't stop the drama here. Joe Taylor taking the second pen for Luton Town. Oh my word, it was close. Ben Wilson got a hand to it, but he doesn't keep it out. Oh, Ben Wilson could be looking that back and feeling quite disappointed he didn't keep that out. It's a good penalty. Well, it was a good height for Wilson, but I think it was right in the corner, which made it difficult for Wilson to keep out. Oh my god. It's Gyökeres next. I don't even know what order they've gone for. I think both teams have just gone strong for their first set of penalties. So, Gyökeres steps up for Coventry to take their second penalty. Gyökeres versus Ethan Horvath. What a penalty that is. Top corner. Couldn't really do any better. I think even if he went the right way, it would have not gone. It would have gone in the net as well. 2-2, oh my word. I cannot believe we've been treated to such a championship playoff classic. I am so privileged to be watching this game. I am, you know, really, really excited to see the outcome for this. My goodness me. It's Marvellous Nakamba next. Nakamba versus Ben Wilson. Understandably, both sets of teams are nervous, and I feel really sad that one of these teams cannot go through. Nakamba, great penalty. 4-3 now. 3-2 and pens. 4-3 in the score. Great pun by Charlie. That was a marvellous pen. I'll allow it for this once. So now it's Coventry's turn to step forward. I cannot believe it. I always get so excited for a penalty shootout, and now all of a sudden my views are going up as well. Welcome everyone joining. We are watching the penalties as they unravel. This is not 4 penalty score, by the way. It's actually 3-2 to Luton in pens. I'm just aggregating their current score with their penalties. Ben Sheaf is now taking the third penalty for Coventry. Ben Sheaf versus Ethan Horvath. Who will get the last laugh here? Great penalty again by Ben Sheaf. It's 3-3 on penalties from both sides. We've been streaming for 3.5 hours. Oh my goodness me. It's hard to see which team is going to falter first. There's Mick Harford in stands. I really wish for his health, honestly. He's done an amazing job to fight cancer, of course. This is really tense. You know, there's literal fans with hands covering their eyes, and I don't blame them. Jordan Clark, who tried to win the penalty in extra time. Can he score this one? He does score. It is 4-3 to Luton on the pens. Oh, I tell you, whichever team is going to lose is going to be incredibly heartbroken. Oh my goodness me. I think that's Josh Eccles stepping up now. He was one of the substitutes they brought on. The Martial wants Coventry to win this one. So right, Josh Eccles versus Ethan Horvath. If he scores this, it'll be 4-4 and it will be sudden death. Josh Eccles. What a penalty again. We're not getting any misses from the spot. Oh my gosh. Right, with sudden death. It's a time for sudden death. Oh my goodness me. This is when you've got to check on your heart rate monitor. Oh my goodness me. So now the final set of the first 5 penalty takers now. Oh my goodness me. Yeah, my heart is beating so quickly. Oh my god. Luke Berry. Luke Berry steps up. What's he going to do? Oh, what a pen. Brilliant penalty by Luke Berry. It's 6-5 and it's now down to Coventry. 5-4 on pens. It's down to Coventry. Can they get something out of this? Don't know what that camera angle's doing there, but this is really the uncharted territory now. It's Liam Kelly who's going to step up, who's captained the last part of this game. I can't. I don't think I could even watch if it was like my own team. Liam Kelly sets up. It's a scored penalty. It wasn't a great penalty, but it's scored. Horvath went the wrong way. It's now officially sudden death. Oh my goodness me. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. Oh my goodness me. I don't know how anyone could cope with that sort of pressure. 32 of you watching. Thank you guys for tuning into this. I think everyone's going to be sharing like my excitement on this. I don't know. I think that's Brad Potts stepping up now. One of the substitutes for Luton who came on. When we start entering the higher numbers of the penalty takers, those are the people that didn't really want to take it. Brad Potts scores right in the corner. Wilson went the wrong way. 7-6. 6-5 on pens. Roll forward, Coventry. Who have you got as your number 6 penalty taker? It looks to be Fankity Dabo. He's now stepping up. My Chinese has not arrived either. Still no sign of Matt. I don't even know what sort of faces he's going to be making. Oh my goodness me. Both deserve to go to the Prem. Can both just go to the Prem? Right, Fankity Dabo's going to step up here against Even Horvath. Oh, he scored it! And Luton are a Premier League team. Oh my goodness me. Coventry and their playoff success has fallen at the last hurdle. Dabo skies his penalty up to Nasser. And Luton are now celebrating like crazy because they have completed the impossible. 7 years ago, they were a National League team. And within that time, 2015 to 2023, they are now a Premier League team. They are officially, I think, the 51st different Premier League team ever. They will be joining the World League, playing at Emirates, playing at Old Trafford, playing at Stamford Bridge. Absolutely unbelievable scenes right here. Luton are a Premier League team next year. Rob Edwards, who was ditched out of Watford 7 games in, he joins his rivals Luton and gets them promoted to the Premier League, where Watford, languishing in a mid-table position, will have to do another season of Championship football. Absolutely incredible. And Luton, understandably very emotional, full of emotions, some cheering, shouting, crying, all of those sorts of emotions. Absolutely, worth letting everything out in that moment there. Whilst I can bang on for Luton and how happy I am, I've got to express my condolences with Coventry as well. They have fought to the very, very end, and it's taken a penalty miss from Fankity Dabo to do it. And I won't lie, I had a really bad feeling about Dabo. I think I remembered him missing a penalty not so long ago. So I wasn't too sure with him stepping up with it. And just like that, Luton, after 6-5 on penalties, are promoted to the Premier League. Alex Chang is really, really excited. Charlie, it's not nice to talk about Matt in that way. He's going to really think that this was a big opportunity missed. But I'm so pleased for Luton. I think if you look at their league form, the third place team in the league, I'm really pleased that they fought out in that way and got the promotion that they have been looking for. Look at those orange shirts and flags, absolutely celebrating. This is giving me flashbacks to when Blackpool were promoted. Oh my gosh. I don't like the cameras just panning on Fantasy Dabo like that. Just let him just be able to cry away from the cameras, really. Oh my goodness me. I'm going to tell Matt you said that now, Charlie. You're one of his Patreons, I swear. I mean, to be fair, based on what you did with Ben, you are not scared to take on any of your Patreons. You really are not scared at all. I think I've gone quite lightly, to be honest. Oh, emotional for both teams. Both should be so proud of themselves of what they've done this season. Luton, however, have reached the pinnacle of their incredible rise up the league. Coventry will have to face another season in the Championship. Whether they're going to keep Hamer, Gyökeres, O'Hare, Eccles, Ben Wilson, Mafashton, Godden, I don't know. But if we're focusing it here and now, Luton are now a Premier League team. They're the 51st different Premier League team ever now. And I know that for a stat because Brentford, when they were promoted, they were the 50th different team in the Premier League now. And if I'm right in saying, yeah, because Forest have been in the Premier League before. So yeah, Luton are the next unique team in the Premier League. They're the 51st team. Well done for surviving, honestly. I might just end the stream just so that you can get some sleep. It's nearly 2 o'clock. Right, I think I'm going to have dinner rather than watching the trophy ceremony. But honestly, guys, it has been such an enjoyable game, and I've scared Gatsby. I'm really sorry. Oh my god, I cannot believe it. My god, I wouldn't wind Matt up like that. Not right now, really, but I really cannot believe this. Yes, I am. I'm having Chinese for dinner. Gatsby, do you want to say hello to everyone again? He is still around. I'm so proud of him. He's been such a good boy and has not decided to wander off. There he is. Mic is on and there he is. He's still there. Like a good boy. Hello. Yeah. Oh, that's a big yawn. You're tired. Yeah, you're really tired. I can hear it. Now that I've woken you up a little bit, you might want to leave now. You got your back to everyone. That's a bit rude. I'm not having that. I want you to at least look at everyone. Yeah, you're being really stubborn with that. Oh, look right. Have I found an itchy bit? I have, haven't I? Okay. That's practically going to be the last you see of Gatsby for a while now. He did give Luton good luck indeed, Charlie. I think he has been a big part of it. He's been a good luck charm for many of these teams. Oh gosh, yeah, I'm glad I don't have one of those. Right. I think I'm going to actually end the stream. I've not had a message saying dinner's ready, to be honest. Maybe they're still waiting for it. Don't know if Creamfield's maybe doing something to do with the delays. Don't know if people are actually watching this game and getting a lot of takeaways from it. I don't know. I don't know why there's so many delays. Right, okay. So, to break this game down, Luton were amazing first half. Coventry played much better second half and got a goal. Extra time, there wasn't much to separate. Luton had 3 goals disallowed. Went to penalty shootout. Flawless performance from the first 5 penalties from each. And it got down to Luton scoring 2 sudden death and Coventry scoring their one sudden death after Fankati Dabo skied his penalty over the goal. Neither goalkeeper made a save. I think, Ben Wilson will be thinking back at that second penalty. He really should have been saving that. You got a hand to it. And had he done that, that would have been Coventry up. And that is the very micro differences you get with all of these games. Luton promoted to the Premier League, very first time in their history. Absolutely unbelievable. They've been long overdue it. And they really have smashed it out the park. They really have. To spend 1920, 2021, 21-22, and now 22-23, 4 seasons they took in the Championship to get to the Premier League. Unbelievable. Yeah, it's never nice seeing someone miss a penalty. When I saw that penalty miss, it gave me flashbacks to Elanga's miss. It felt quite similar, that one. And there's you never like to see anyone miss a penalty in that fashion. Coventry played really, really well. They weren't really good first half at all. They really improved second half. And then after that, then it really could have been any one of them, really, because I think both teams were just really nervous right at the end. But Luton did have a couple of goals disallowed, and over the course of a season, to finish third with the points that they have earned it. Coventry will have to face Championship football next year, and I hope this doesn't let them drop down the Championship next year, because they are a terrific, terrific club full of passion. So I'd love to see them do well next year. From a Fulham fan, well done to Luton. Welcome to the Premier League and good luck next season. I'm really happy that Fulham has survived as well, because a lot of people predicted Fulham, myself included, to get relegated, and I'm really glad that they proved me wrong. And Luton joining them as well, I'm really pleased for Luton. I really am pleased as well. Devastated for Coventry, but I'm really pleased for Luton as well. Because I don't support either one of them, so I would have really been happy with either one of them going to the Premier League. So I think that is going to have to wrap it up. And I cannot believe I'm saying this, but this is going to be the last bit of content you see from me in quite a while. It does feel a very, very fitting way. Oh, this is really nice. They have showed Tom Lockyer's shirt, which is really, really nice of them, because undoubtedly it was a scary moment when Lockyer collapsed on the pitch. That is a beautiful tribute to Lockyer there. Beautiful, beautiful moment there. But yep, that'll be it. That'll be the first, the last time that you see me for quite some bit. I'm gonna keep posting updates on Discord and the community tab, just so that you guys don't forget about me, of course. But I need to really sort out my life. So I'm really going to miss doing this constantly. I might do more of this next year, but just very differently. So definitely going to figure out what to do, and the camera work is all over the place, which is just typical when you've got a live manic event like this. Alright, so that'll have to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching the stream. Of the ones that have watched me since 2019, I am absolutely honoured to have done content as consistently as this for this long now. Now it's just taking a long break. And I'm really sad and sorry that I couldn't stream tomorrow's final day of the Premier League, but I've just got other things to do, sadly. If you guys enjoyed the stream, please smash the like button. Welcome, Wallace Grant fan, by the way. GSGM, fantastic for you to survive. It's 2 o'clock. Go to bed. Go to bed. Get some sleep. And heartbreaking for Coventry, indeed. Yeah, I completely agree, Karen. Don't know if Leeds will be staying up, but it's going to be a very dramatic day tomorrow. Yeah, no, unbelievable. 51st unique team in the Premier League. Wallace Grant fan as well. Brentford were the 50th. Now Luton are the 51st. So, as I was saying, because I'm delaying the inevitable, but this is my last stream for quite a while now, because I can't stream tomorrow, unfortunately. I've really enjoyed doing content this year. I'm definitely going to try and do some stuff next year as well. Just definitely not in the way that I've done it. It's going to be, with updates in the community post and Discord and stuff like that. I'm really going to try and find something to do with it, but I need to really sort out my life. I keep repeating it, but it's a mess at the moment. Having no social activity, my health has deteriorated, and I need to deal with my bank balances as well. All sorts of problems that a typical 20-plus-year-old like me will have to deal with. I've got to deal with all of that. So I've got to step back for a bit. How long I step back for, I'll find out. But I'm going to keep you updated with Discord and the community tab. And I just really hope that I will be in front of the camera again doing more stuff with you guys, because you have really given me so much joy for 4 years now. 4 years. Incredible, isn't it? Thank you guys so much for watching this stream. Smash the like button if you've not done so. It really, really helps the channel, by the way. Smash the subscribe button, please, if you've not done so either. That really helps too. And please share this channel if you can, just to remind everyone for what an amazing channel this is. So before you say goodbye to me, I'm going to show you Gatsby as well, just so that you can say goodbye to him as well. He's turning 9 this year, so he's not one of the youngest anymore. Oh my word, what's that noise? That's a knot there, which I need to try and shave off you. Hello. Right, you're going to stay asleep, basically. Well, there we go. And there you've done it. There, I've done it at least. Made it to the end. And, wow. Can't believe I'm doing this, but it's got to be done for me. Thank you guys so much for watching this stream. You guys are legendary for seeing the stream. And as always, I'll see you guys, hopefully, very, very soon in the future. Well done, Luton Town. Unbelievable achievement for you. Coventry, I wish you the best of luck next season. And maybe, Matt, maybe we can meet at Portman Road if you want to go and see an away day there. Thank you guys so much for this, and you are my life. Thank you so, so much. And hopefully you won't see, well, hopefully, let's get that right. Hopefully you won't have to wait long to see me again. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you guys soon.